Hello. I couldn't figure out how to use it. Hi, guys. Oh, my hair. Hello. Subconscious Laws is live. Okay, well, thanks for alerting me, but I couldn't figure out how to go live. Hi, guys. Hi, how are you? Who's here? Where are the regulars? Diva's here. Living Curly Curiously. I've not heard that name before. Olivia's here. Katie's here. Plutonian Tarot. Magpie. Rachel. Oh, lots of names that I know and some new ones. Janet, Kat, Desiree. Oh, this is telling me to go live. Yes, I know. I'm aware. Hi, guys. If you've never met me before, if you're new, I've got to look at this camera, don't I? I'm doing this on a computer. I'm so used to using my phone, guys. Just bear with me while I figure out how the fuck to use this. So this is my first YouTube live. I've never done one before. I only just launched my channel on the weekend, and it's now Wednesday, Australian time, but this is YouTube Tuesday. So US time, 9 p.m. EST every Tuesday. This piece of hair in my face. I'll be going live to answer your manifesting and subconscious thinking questions here on YouTube. Normally, I go live every single day on TikTok and also Facebook Fridays in the private Facebook group, which is free. But every Tuesday now, which is Wednesday Australian time and middle of the night UK and European time, I'll be going live on YouTube exclusively. So how many people are here? Let's have a look. Can it tell me how many people? 74 likes. Wow. But I can't see how many people are here. Oh, 77 people. Shit, there's 77 people here already. So normally about this time, US time, there's like 200 people. I've got to look at this camera. 200 people on the live. So there's a lot less people here, which is good because you guys can get your questions answered. And you can probably write a bit more, can you? Because I know on TikTok there's like one line. Excuse me, guys. I'm sitting in the worst light here. So, okay, let me try and read your questions. Let me try and figure out how the fuck to do this. 9 more minutes until Loz's first YouTube live. Oh, yay! Waiting. I'm in the tub with Bubbles. Oh, you everyone else. That's great. Kat Jamie. I've been here since February. She announced on Facebook a couple of hours ago. Yes. I discovered Loz in August after me and one of my SP split. She's been an absolute lifesaver. Oh, wonderful, Magpie. Great. I don't know where to look, guys. Where's the camera there? 40 seconds. Hi, guys. Okay, I'm here now. Definitely feels like a concert waiting for the star to arrive. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Okay, great. Created a Gmail and I'm here to do this. Yay. Not long till Loz gets 1 million subs on here. Oh, darling. You put a drum roll, Shy. That's great. Ready to rock and roll. Yay. Let's do it. All right. Okay. I'm going down for the questions, guys. Now, if you've never been here before and you haven't seen my live replays and you just discovered me on YouTube, I don't even know how you discover people on YouTube. I've never done it before. I've never even watched a YouTube live, I don't think. But what you do is you ask me your questions in the chat and I'll answer them. Okay, so make them as long as you like if you want to, if you're able to. Give me as much detail as you can. Otherwise, if you just want to write me a line, that's fine. Okay, guys. Daredevil's here. Cindy's here. Katie. All right, guys, I'm going down. Oh, I can see some questions. All right, hang on. Hi, Loz. If I go back and read my SP's old combos from our relationship, will it affect my manifestations? Unless they're sad, don't read the breakup text. Read the good ones. Baby, can't wait to see your beautiful face. I miss you. I masturbate furiously about you every night. Those ones. Read those ones and imagine they're happening now. Imagine they sent it to you now. Resend it to yourself. Copy and paste it. Resend it to yourself. Change your number to their number. Mike sent you this beautiful text. Oh, look. Do that. Hang on. This is awesome. It seems more intimate. Oh, lovely. 90 people here now. Loz, love the new channel. I love the red graphics on there. Congratulations on your new YouTube Tuesday live YouTube channel. Oh, thank you, darling. Bit of Canva. Got in there and did some Canva work. Oh, guys, I'm dying here. Loz, my SP is back, but not the way I want. And he is hot and cold looking for other girls. What should I do? Mariana, that's you. Thinking he doesn't love you, thinking other girls are a threat, thinking he doesn't want you, thinking he doesn't want to commit to you. I just want you to banish any thoughts of any other girls. He only has eyes for me. No one compares to me. We have a relationship that he doesn't have with anyone else. He can't imagine his life with anyone but me because I'm so this, that, and that's your self-concept. I'm so special. I'm so unique. I'm so beautiful. I'm so loving. I give him a love he can't get from anyone else. So why the fuck would he want anyone else? Right? The hot cold is you thinking he likes you, doesn't like you. Comes in, texts you, then leaves you on red and you freak out. Stop freaking out. You're creating the hot and cold. Got it? Oh my God, I love Loz. I'm literally watching during my last shift of work. Oh, Rachel. Hi from Bolivia, Loz. Oh, Barbara, wow. I've never been there. My brother's been there. He absolutely loved it. He brought me back a little beanie that they made them. Someone sewed, knitted in the mountains, and this pink scarf. It was so beautiful. It was like one of those beanies with the side. So cute. Hi, Loz, it's Hannah. Oh, you keep calling yourself Cindy. I get confused. Lisa's here. Moonlight's here. Oh, thank you, darling. Love the red on the uploads. Oh, that's good. I'm a bit of a red girl. The quality for this is so good compared to TikTok. It's super fast and no lag. Oh, there you go. It could, I don't know if it's TikTok, my phone. I don't fucking know, but this is on my computer because I couldn't actually go live on the phone. Loz, my SP is back. I saw the one. I'm so excited for your podcast. You have changed my life. Oh, Chelsea, wonderful. Look, I have done the first episode of the podcast and I'm not feeling it. I don't like it. It doesn't work. It's just me talking, blah, 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 about why the law of attraction is bullshit. And it's just what goes on and on and doesn't get to the point quick enough. And I think I'm just going to scrap it and start again. So I might, unless I just find it easier to answer your questions, guys, than start on a topic. But I guess, anyway, I'll just get used to doing it. My SP told me that I'm part of his family. Oh, Natalia, that's lovely. How gorgeous. Hi, Loz. If I go back and I saw that one. Guys, don't repeat the question. You're going to confuse the fuck out of me. Loz, I'll get to them, guys. I promise. I do have the scroll feature. Loz, I've been affirming about an opera program for months. Oh, hi, Judy. Today I was told I didn't get an audition. I kept saying that I'm part of the program. There's no other way. Should I have revised it? Look, Judy, either you're meant to get in that program and it's a mistake or there's something better, right? I know that people, LOA people say this is something better, but sometimes that actually does happen. It's like when I didn't get my house, a couple of houses that I put offers in for in England. I must have put in offers on 14 different homes, and the one I ended up getting was the perfect one, right? And I was so despondent when I didn't get those houses, but had I got those other houses, I wouldn't have the house I have now, right? In the perfect area for me, right near transport that took me to work in like 2 seconds. So, Judy, revise it if you want. Imagine that they have sent you that thing, but also just start stepping into the state of, I'm a famous opera singer. I get so much opera work. And the program, you might bypass the program altogether, not even need to get in that and get something else that's like the lead in bloody Aida. You know what I mean? Like, that's the how almost the program. I really want this one thing. Well, okay, but also open your mind up to just I'm an opera singer. I get hired for so much work. I'm a full-time opera singer. Got that, Judy? But also revise it, yes, and imagine you're in that program. Don't let it throw you, okay? Yes, I reread all my SP's text all the time to reaffirm that he's in fact in love with me. I accidentally deleted my entire year's worth of text from my SP once. I couldn't read them. Couldn't see them. Lois, can you talk about scripting? Darling, it's just writing down a new story, the vows you would say to each other on your wedding day. God, I need a cushion here. Sorry, guys, my back's hurting. Anything you want to write that puts you in the wish fulfilled, okay? It could be, baby, I'm so sorry, an apology letter from him to you. It could be what your honeymoon looked like, the first day you had your child in the hospital, what that day was like, with the look on your SP's face when he picked up the baby for the first time, messages that you want to hear from them, anything, guys, that would put you in that state of this has happened already, it is done, this is happening to me now. I don't know where to look. The camera's up here. Wow, I love the thumbnail pics. Oh, good. Loz, when I feel stabilized, do my best to live from my desire and don't feel the need to affirm. When I affirm and script and visualize, does it make me manifest my SP faster or not? When I feel stabilized, oh, you've been listening to some Dylan James, do my best to live from my desire and don't feel the need to affirm. When I affirm and script and visualize, does it make me manifest my SP faster? Look, I love all this stabilizing talk and Dylan James talking about doing your breath work and feeling all stabilized all fucking day. And now M. Terry's doing it as well. Just be in the now. Be in the now moment. Oh, great. You're not going to manifest anything being in the fucking now moment. All you're going to manifest is being in the now moment like a monk. Okay? Let me just explain something. M. Terry and Dylan James talk about the now moment and being stabilized, kind of like a way to get your mental right. And that's great, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to manifest what you want. There was an interesting video that someone actually put on the Facebook group, and I wanted to send it to M. Terry and say, what you're describing isn't what you're describing. So M. Terry's a girl on TikTok, guys, who talks about manifesting. So let me just explain this. There was an Eckhart Tolle video, a really good video that someone put in the Facebook group, and he was talking about being in the now moment. But he also said, if you want to manifest wealth, you have to be in the now moment of wealthy, not just in the now moment of stabilized, not in the now moment of I'm mentally feeling unspiraling, I'm mentally feeling good. Great. That's not going to ensure wealth. Being in the now moment of I feel mentally well isn't going to manifest your SP. You've got to imagine they're with you, right? Whether that helps you by, whether it's helped by affirming or visualizing at that now moment, in that now moment, do it. But if you're just stabilized and you're not living it from the state of, coupled up with your SP, from the state of wealthy, nothing's going to manifest for you except more of the now moment where you feel more stabilized. It's great, but unless you're really stepping into the state of, I have everything I want now, just being stabilized isn't going to do a hell of a lot. And it would be lovely if I could say to you guys, be in the now moment and just imagine you've got everything you want and you are the woman who has it all and everything has worked out for you and everything's perfect. Great, but how many of you can do that? That's why I think that's really flawed advice, to just talk about being mentally stabilized and living in the now, because a lot of you can't do that, right? So I would still affirm and still visualize, not like a banshee, not obsessively, but if you're thrown by the now moment when you're stabilized and you're looking at the 3D and your SP hasn't turned up, well, then you'll affirm or visualize because you're thrown by the now moment and you're not really in the now moment. You're in the future or the past or regret or whatever you're feeling. And that means you're not stabilized. So you have to do something about it to be more stabilized, like affirm. Does that make sense? Congratulations, Lois. Oh, thanks, Catalina. Thanks, Amber. We haven't talked in 5 days. There was an argument between us two. Revise it. And there were harsh words said. Don't worry about it. I get flashbacks of those words every now and then and get insecure again. I really want an apology. Oh, well, you're fucked then, darling. If you really want an apology, go and watch my How to Manifest an Apology video. I literally just posted on my YouTube. It's the whole series I put on TikTok. It'll explain to you that you've just got to fucking forget about it. Okay? Because if you want an apology from them, you might be waiting forever, and it means you haven't forgiven them for what happened. You're still hurt by them. You're not understanding that you caused it with your shitty thinking about yourself and your self-concept, and you're not going to forgive them, which means when you two get back together or you start talking again, you'll flare up and get triggered, and you'll have another fight, and then you're fucked. What's the point? You have to forgive yourself for causing it with your shitty thoughts, like he doesn't love me, he doesn't want me, he's not spending enough time with me, and then you cause an argument or they cause an argument because you're annoying them. You get in the argument about how he's not spending enough time with you, which has got nothing to fucking do with him. It's because you don't feel chosen. So if you don't feel chosen, getting an apology from him is going to do fuck all, because you'll get a nice apology and you'll still feel unchosen, and you'll still cause another fight later on when he leaves you on red or whatever, and it'll flare up and you'll break up again or have another fight. It's a vicious cycle, guys, if you can't forgive yourself and you're not forgiving them and you're hurt by them and you want an apology. It'll never work because you're not taking responsibility for how you caused the fight in the first place with your shitty thinking. Got it? Go and watch that video. What's this? Lois, oh, hang on, I've missed a few. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get to everyone. Lois, how has your life changed since you started Law of Assumption? Oh, God. My whole demeanor is different. I was saying to a friend yesterday, an old friend from school, about the falling out I had with my best friend from school days. And I said to her, we could probably never be friends again because she expects me to go back to the old me where I was covered. She said, you say to me, Loz is an onion. And now I think, well, I'm just the nub of the onion now. All the layers have come off, right? So I'm more vulnerable. I'm less worried. I'm less anxious. I don't freak out about what's going to happen. I assume everything's going well. I'm not negative. I'm like a completely different person. So my negativity's gone away. My anxiety's completely gone. I still have repetitive thoughts sometimes and go back in the past and feel guilt. That's the thing I need to work on, beating myself up. But absolutely all that stuff's gone. But the best thing is just being able to actually manifest what you want. And it's changed my life. Changed my life completely. Well, SP2 is better than SP1. I don't have any issues opening my mind to others, but long-term relationship with him or someone I'm crazy about is the goal. Well, then just assume, darling, the one you want is with you, okay? Whichever one you want. You don't have to keep affirming for the old one, guys. If a better one comes along and SP2 is great, take SP2. Seriously, guys. So many people have got great SP2s in the group. Is that your question, darling? Husband cheated and left 2 months into marriage. I know I created this with shit self-concept. Well, I'm glad you figured that out. I've been trying to manifest back since April 2020. Divorce finalized May 2021. Still want him, but what the heck? Okay, so what were you thinking? What caused that in the first place? What happened to you in childhood, darling, where you couldn't trust people? Or do you just not feel good enough in yourself and you put your husband on such a pedestal, or you constantly thought other women were a threat, or he was a player, or you had some story about him in your mind that he was a player, or he needed sex, or you weren't good enough for him, or some fucking story? Have you fully got rid of that story about you? Have you fully got rid of the story that he's on a pedestal, or he's a cheat, or you can't trust him? Have you got rid of both those stories? If you haven't, that's why nothing's happening. It's the story every time, guys, and the story is linked to your self-concept. So if you've still got a story about you can't trust him, that's linked to something in childhood where you couldn't trust people, or you were abandoned in some way, and you've got an assumption people are going to abandon you because someone abandoned you as a child, or you literally were abused, or you couldn't trust people, or it's just you don't feel good enough in yourself and you assume everyone's going to leave you because you're going to get rejected. Okay? So figure out what that is and then get rid of both those stories about him and you. Been doing your concepts, and me and my best friend reconciled. Oh, lovely. And realized we're meant to be friends forever. It's a day by day, and I affirm every night. Well, see what I just said then about my best friend, that I don't think we'll ever be friends? I'm affirming that. So that keeps happening. Every year I think we're never going to be friends again. And then it keeps happening. You're doing the opposite. So that's why you've reconciled. Wonderful, darling. That's wonderful. I love hearing stories of friends reconciling. I just have a very, 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 very old story about my friend, because I've known her for a long time, that she's an unforgiving person and that she's angry with me. And until I get rid of that story, it won't change. And I'm meant to be seeing her in a few weeks. And until I get rid of that story, the same thing will happen again. That happens every year when I see her at Christmas. You've done the opposite, darling. Well done. 162 people here. Holy shit. Need help with self-concept. I feel like I need all aspects of self-concept. When I met SP and noticed he was pulling away, well, you manifested more pulling away if you noticed that. I suggested friends with benefits. Oh, no. And been hooking up every month for a year now. I discovered through third party but persist. Whitney, what the fuck? Okay. If you suggested friends with benefits, that's because you think that's all you've got to offer, and that was the way to make him stick around because he was pulling away. If I just give him this and say, I don't want commitment, I don't need commitment, it's fine. I've done that. I used to do that when I was younger. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with this. And then 3 years later, we'd still be sleeping with each other. And I think, I don't want this. Don't do that, darling. That's below you, okay? You deserve full commitment. You deserve to be the girlfriend. You deserve to be the wife, okay? So I want you to start really work on that self-concept, pull back from sleeping with him or any kind of sexual text or anything if you need to do that to build your self-concept. If you don't and you can handle it, keep doing it. But darling, you've got to really work on the I'm not chosen stuff. I'm not enough. Please work on it. It's that's why he's showing up that way. They pull away when you think they don't want you. When you think you've done something wrong, you think you're not good enough, they will pull away naturally, and then you'll feel more pulling away, think there's more pulling away, and then there'll be more pulling away. Then you'll do silly things like say, well, let's just sleep with each other. That's fine, when you're really not fine with it. Never say you're fine with something, guys, when you're not. Go back and revise that you said that was all right to him. Revise the time that you said that. Is it better to have a small handful of self-concept affirmations? I have a list of almost 50. Oh, that's fine, darling, if you're rampaging, but have a list of really core, 5 or 6 really main ones that get to the key of your self-concept, and do those every day as well. But the 50 is really rampaging. But if you can't remember them, it's too many for every day. You're amazing. I love you. Oh, Carlita, thank you, darling. BC, focus more on my self-concept lately, and I'm excited how it will boost the consistent movement I've been getting from SP for 3 months now. Oh, we'll definitely boost it, darling. You can't not. Wonderful. Loves, when I started the law 7 months ago, I immediately within days manifested everything, even SP, and he was conforming. Now everything went shit. What can I do? Oh, see, that's no good. Okay, darling, look, I want you not to think of this as something you're using. I want you to realize, like there's this girl who's got like 150,000 followers or something on TikTok, came on my view page and she's like, when I started using law of assumption, I felt like I wrote, you are not using the law of assumption. You're aware of it. So I just want to correct you there, because that's what's going wrong. So what you're still manifesting is your negative thinking. So you think you're just manifesting the positive shit you've been doing that caused them to come back. But what you're probably not aware of is the shitty self-concept thinking that's still going on, and the shitty old story about him that's still going on that you're still manifesting. You think it's just the positives that are manifesting, but it's also all the shit. So have you got rid of the old story about him, the way he broke up with you before, or the way you had a break before? Have you got rid of that fully? When they show up in your reality, are you not reacting? Are you only seeing the new version of him? Are you only seeing the new version of you? Are you really working on the new version of you, your new self-concept? If you're not, that's why. If you are and it's gone to shit, it's the old shit playing out from before, and you just have to be more patient. But tell me if you've been working on your self-concept really hardcore. Em is very influenced by Dylan James. Yes, and she's been very influenced recently by Eckhart Tolle, but getting what he says about manifestation completely askew. Yes, she is something. I realize that. What's that, Brianna? I feel like it's taking a while to manifest my SP back. I know I shouldn't be affirming that, but I'm continuing to persist because in reality, it's only been about 3 months and I'm new to the law. Darling, 3 months is fuck all. Have you fully got your self-concept on point yet? Are you ready to get married to him? If he came back tomorrow, is your self-concept tickety-boo? If it's not, be thankful for the 3 months. Guys, be thankful for the time. You went away and fucking worked on yourself. I don't reckon my self-concept's been really 100% until this week. It's taken me a year of really working hardcore on it for me to really go, yeah, I actually think I'm in a good spot in my mind. A fucking year of hardcore affirming, hardcore thinking a new way, hardcore. 3 months is nothing, darling. Don't be thrown by it. Back in April, my SP told me he didn't want a relationship. I didn't react. I've been affirming him back, but I feel like I'm doing it wrong. I feel like I'm not doing it wrong, or you feel like you are doing it wrong, Dana? Look, if he's not back and he hasn't said, I want a relationship with you now, just keep working on it, darling. Okay? You've got to get rid of that story about he doesn't want a relationship. And I want you to investigate, what was I thinking that might have caused him to say that? Was I thinking he didn't want me? He's above me. He wants other girls. I'm not good enough for him. I'm not pretty enough for him. My relationships never work out. What were you thinking that caused him to even say it? Because when they say it, it's your thoughts out of their mouth. Even if they said it on the first date, it's your thoughts out of their mouth, right? There it goes. Dylan James says to affirm when you stabilize. Yeah, well, okay, great. But what if you've got negative thinking, you've got anxiety, you're deeply depressed? What, you're never going to fucking affirm because I'm not feeling stabilized? What a load of shit. I affirmed while frantically screaming out the window of my car looking for my mum, who'd run away from the old people's home and's got dementia and can't say her own name and doesn't know where she lives and can't speak. And I managed to manifest my mum back. So how did I do that, Dylan James? I wasn't fucking stabilized. I was in a horrific state of fear. What a load of shit. I do feel like I'm in a low vibration. What the fuck are you talking about, Cindy? And law of attraction used to make me feel so pressured to have a high vibration. I feel guilty when I did not. Cindy, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, Dylan James said we don't have to affirm, but I don't agree with him. Cindy, are you seriously talking about vibration in my life? And you've been here forever? What the fuck? Hannah, what are you talking about vibration for? Yeah, I used to yell and get super triggered, but with SP2, I calmly told him when something was not fine and the conversation was good. Oh, good. I hope you're not talking about vibration as a thing that you're still thinking about as a thing, darling. What are you talking about? Where's the rest of them? Hang on, guys. I'm going up. I missed a whole lot of things. Loz, why does it seem the opposite is happening on everything I'm trying to manifest lately? I'm persisting, but my negative thoughts are kicking my ass today. Guys, it can happen. Just deal with it. Just be like, oh, well, the 3D is showing me shit I still need to work on. Thank you, 3D, for showing me this complete shit show that's proved to me that my self-concept might still be in the toilet or the old story is still playing in my mind. Thank you. It's a reflection of who you are. Have you changed everything yet in your mind? Well, no, so it's a shit show. If I'm anxious and getting constantly triggered by my SP while we're still in contact, would it be a mistake to go no contact? I'm still working on my self-concept and changing the old story, though. Susie, look, I do not, under any circumstances, recommend going no contact with an SP you're in contact with. Just trust me on this. It fucking backfires because then they'll go off with someone else or something and you'll be like, oh, shit. You really need to stabilize yourself. I hate that word. While they're there. But if you absolutely can't and you get so fucking hella triggered like a bitch, well, then go no contact. And assume that's going to work for you. Don't assume, like I just said, that it's going to go to shit. Okay? Don't listen to me if you're going to do that. But, darling, it's all about your triggers. You've just got to figure out where they came from and say, I don't get triggered anymore by this, that, da-da-da. When someone leaves me on red, I know that's my shit. I'm not going to get affected. I'm not going to react. I respond, not react. I'm a creator, not a reactor. I've been affirming for a move to Wyoming. Oh, USA. And the amount of times I've been so convinced I'm already there. It's amazing. Already really funny when sometimes I realize I'm still in the UK. Oh, wonderful. You feel like you're waking up in Wyoming. That's great. Hang out with Kanye. SB said I wasn't a good friend. He tested me. I fucking saw that, darling. And I feel like saying to you, that guy sounds like a see you next Tuesday, Marie. Okay? So this sounds like classic narcissistic shit. So you decided not to give him money. Then he turns around and says that you're not a good friend because you didn't do what he wanted, because he's used to getting what he wants. So now you're feeling like, and that's what he wants. He wants you to feel guilty. He wants you to think, oh, okay, maybe I've done the wrong thing. Wants you to question yourself. This guy sounds like a fuckwit. Now, you can change anyone, but I really want you to assess how you attracted in a person who asked you for money in the fucking first place, and then assess whether you actually want a see you next Tuesday like this in your life, who then turns around to you and says, I'm not a good friend. You're not a good friend. Fuck you, dude. Seriously, Marie. I would distance myself from him just for a little while until you really get your self-concept on point where things like that just won't even throw you. You'll just be looking at him like, you're an actual cockhead and I deserve so much better than this shit. And trust me, you can think that and they will come back being beautiful to you, even if you say in your mind, you're a cockhead and I deserve better. I did that with my ex and he turned up beautiful to me, okay? But as soon as my concept started to wane, he went back to cockhead again. Right? It's all about your self-concept. So if your self-concept's still not on point, they'll still turn up like a cock. And I'm not saying you can't change people, but you've really got to assess how you attracted them in the first place and what your self-concept was like when you did. And it's a hell of a journey to change them compared to a person who came in perfect. Okay, that's why a lot of people have SP2s in the group. And I'm not saying you can't change them. I'm just saying it's a bit of a journey in your mind to change from the old story to the new story. The guy who asked for your money to the guy who's lovely to you. Marie, you're really going to have to assess that, how much you can change it. Got it? When affirming weight loss, I shouldn't weigh myself. Yeah, ignore the 3D. Literally, Casey, stick a sticker over the weight, over the scale part and say, 55 kilos or 85 kilos or whatever the fuck you want to be. And just look at it every day. Oh, look, I'm 85. Oh, wonderful. Just don't look at it. Or just don't even stand on the scale. What do you need to stand on the scale for? You're going to assume people are going to be telling you, oh my God, you've lost weight. Oh my God, your waist is so tiny. You're looking so great. What have you been doing? Imagine that. Can I still manifest him even though he has a girlfriend right now? It literally doesn't matter, darling. Circumstances don't matter. You've just got to figure out how the fuck you created that girlfriend in the first place with the shitty thinking about not being chosen, not being wanted, not being loved by him. A psychic told me the story that he's guarded and defensive because he has a past heartbreak. Who the fuck doesn't have a past heartbreak? That's a real great psychic. So he's been using logic and won't express his feelings to protect himself. What can I affirm for that? You affirm that the psychics are fuckwit and all they're doing is regurgitating all the shit you already think in your mind, which is this relationship isn't going to work. He's not committing to me. He's not showing me his feelings. That's why you went to the fucking psychic in the first place, Kelly. Why did you go? Why did you ask about him? Why would she even bring him up? If your thoughts weren't already, this isn't working, I need to go to a psychic to figure out how to fix this. And then she says, oh, he's got all these issues and he was heartbroken. He can't express his feelings properly and blah, 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 blah. Which is just out of your brain, which is why you went to the fucking psychic in the first place. Just throw away that psychic reading and think, well, why am I thinking that shit about him? Oh, because he told me, shut up. It doesn't matter what he said. It's irrelevant. It's shit out of my brain trying to prove to me that I'm not going to get the love I need because my self-concept's still in the fucking toilet, Kelly. It's only proof that you're not going to get what you need. You're not going to get the love. You'll constantly look for it. Oh, but the psychic said, I couldn't give a shit what the psychic said. It's your thoughts out of her brain, out of her mouth, out of psychic reading, so you think it fucking means something. Circumstances don't matter. Yes, Wonder Molly. Janet, guys, just a reminder to keep persisting regardless of what 3D is showing you. Yes, Janet. Janet knows what she's talking about. How are you doing? If we are married to this person in our reality, are they married to us in their reality? No. In your reality, it's just what's going on in your reality. It doesn't matter what the fuck they're doing over there. I have no idea. All I care about is mine and mine alone, right? Head over heart, even though he loves me. Kelly, blah, 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 blah. Literally forget everything she said. It's just your insecurities out of her mouth. Okay? Loz, should I manifest on a time crunch? No. For an ex, a text from SP this weekend? No. Not my ex, more of 2 year of no contact dirty party. When my end goal is marriage to SP, what if I stress and get disappointed? You just answered your own question. You're going to get stressed and disappointed. So what the fuck would you do that for? Guys, look, Sammy Ingram and people talk about manifesting on time crunch. Great. If you can do that, go and do it. But if you're going to feel stressed and disappointed, don't do it. Just affirm that they're your boyfriend or you're married to them and then let the time pass in the way it's meant to pass to get to that point. Loz, began my day with your morning manifestations day. I felt so nice. Oh, wonderful, guys. I just did it before because I forgot to do it this morning, my morning meditation. Thank you, darling. Hey, Loz, The quality and chat is so much better. Oh, really, is it? Oh, good. Loz, can I choose anyone as my SP? Yes. Someone that catches my eye and I want for some reason? Yes, darling, I've done it before. Absolutely. My SP told me that I'm part of his family. Even if we're not together now, I want to cry, but I know everything is in my favor. Oh, darling, that's wonderful that he thinks that. Give that excellent meaning. Give that all the meaning that you're part of his family, he's part of yours. You are a family. He loves our little family. He loves his life with me. Any movies or music do you recommend for good self-concept? Any good like hype songs, guys, like some Doja Cat, some Cardi B, some like hype songs, okay? Not depressing shit, not fucking Taylor Swift talking about Jake Gyllenhaal, okay? How can I enter the state of constant contact? A part of me feels I should let go and not mess with the middle and just live in the end, but I want consistent, loving communication in the meantime. Okay, so you've got an assumption that you don't get constant contact. It's not consistent. So it won't be until you change that thought. He is constantly, consistently contacting me. He can't go a day without speaking to me. He has to talk to me every morning, every night, whatever you want to say, but you've got the assumption that it's not consistent. So even guys, when you ask for affirmations for consistent contact, within that, there's a fear that there isn't consistent contact. You're looking at the 3D and feeling like there's no consistent contact. So you're asking for the assumption, you're asking for the affirmation, which tells me that there is a dominant assumption that there isn't. So in your 3D, you're thinking, this isn't what I want. I want you just to banish what you're seeing in the 3D. And in your mind, he's contacting you every day. Pick up your phone every day and be like, oh, he just sent me a beautiful morning text. Isn't he so sweet? Fucking pretend if you have to, because I don't want you to be in the state of, it's not here yet. I'm not getting consistent contact now. I want you to live in the end in your mind and say all the affirmations in your mind as if it's happening now. Got it? Is it possible to revise something to make it as if it never happened? Yes. Will the other person forget it? Yes, they forget it. It's fucking weird as fuck. It's the weirdest shit. And then if you bring it up, they go, I don't remember that. And you think, what? Seriously, guys. You can revise a whole breakup and they can't even remember the way it happened. Loz, I love you. Oh, thank you, Rajmina. Rajminka. Rajmika, I got it all wrong. Loz, I had a dream about SP again. He was so sweet. He became progressively sweet as I dreamed about him throughout this journey, and he was the sweetest in the dream last night. Burst for Lanny. Yes, darling. Wonderful. Before SP went distant, he wanted me to fly to him to see his family for Christmas. I know he's mine, but I don't want to put my life on hold waiting for 3D to catch up, so it's okay to make other Christmas plans. Yes, Brandon. Absolutely, darling. You just get on with your fucking life, okay, and let them miss you. And if you're away from them for Christmas, just imagine that they're miserable without you. They've been thinking about you all fucking day, okay, and they can't stand to be without you, and their Christmas is shit. You can think that, darling, or you can imagine your Christmas with them. SP2 is the one I want. I manifested him to move to another country out of fear, 2 months of no contact, but I'm affirming doing my best, living the end. Good, Hannah. Will all our old thoughts, stories always have to manifest? No. Can we create the new story and bypass the shitty old thoughts? Yes, guys. Look, don't assume that every single thought you've ever had in your whole goddamn life manifests. That stupid Candace girl with the blonde hair is on TikTok, did a video on her Facebook the other day going, what people don't tell you about negative thoughts. All these manifestation coaches saying all your negative thoughts manifest. Do they, bitch? Who are you listening to? I don't say that. Kim doesn't say that. Sammy doesn't say that. Dylan James doesn't say that. Who are the people you're listening to? They must be a fuckwit. Oh, that's right. Nobody says that. It's your dominant thinking. Are you dominantly thinking it all fucking day long? A lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. That's when it becomes a belief, guys. Don't worry about the random ones. Or just revise the shit that you thought so it doesn't show up if you're really worried about it, and stop worrying about it. Is visualization and affirming can manifest him faster? Darling, all it is changing your thinking. Get into the state of I am that now. If you want to be with him, you've got to imagine you're with him now and affirm that you're with him now. That's all manifesting is. Who are you? Am I a person in a relationship with this guy, or am I single? Well, if you're single constantly and not affirming and not visualizing and just in the state of where is he, well, he won't show up because you're not in the state of he's with me now. SP works 24/7. I affirm that he works because he's unhappy with third party. Today, a friend told me because she knows work much because she is unhappy with her husband and took it as confirmation that I'm right. Oh, okay. She works too much and it's because she's unhappy. So you're saying he's working so much to get away from her. Yes, darling. Give it excellent meaning. All that stuff. Guys, sometimes they throw themselves into work, especially men a lot of the time. And I did this a lot in my past, is throw myself into things to avoid feeling. I'm a big avoider. So I will throw myself into a project or work to avoid feeling like they miss you. Time doesn't matter, lol. Give it all good meaning. Yes, darling. Yes, I'm thankful for time. Good, Marie. Thanks, Loz. Revising the friends with benefit scenario. So much texting from SP every day since last week. He said he missed me and FaceTimed me yesterday. Haven't heard from him all day today. I keep getting hot cold. Don't worry, darling. Just do what I said. It took Kim a year too, I think. Kim who? Who are we talking about? Kim Kardashian? I do prefer YouTube lives. Oh, good. What are 5 good affirmations for self-concept to say every day? Darling, I don't know. I don't know what happened in your childhood. It needs to be specific. Can't do this Sammy Ingram bullshit about I'm the baddest bitch. That doesn't fucking do anything. Why are you saying you're a bad bitch? Oh, because when I was a kid, I was abused and I feel like I can't trust people. And therefore, I need to say baddest because I feel like people take advantage of me and walk all over me and people are snakes in my reality. So I'm saying the word bad bitch. Okay? Think about why you're saying the affirmations you're saying and why you need to say that. Right? So I want you to discover what's your shit from childhood and then say those affirmations like, I've always been chosen. I've always been good enough. My body is beautiful just the way it is. If you've got body issues from childhood or feeling not good enough issues from childhood or people being critical with you in childhood. If it was a trust issue, I can trust everyone I love with my heart. Everyone accepts me now. I know I'm going to get the love I need. I know now people are never going to hurt me because I am so special, because I'm so loved, because I'm so wanted. Those things, guys, they have to be specific to your shit. My self-concept course will have some of those in it. Trust me. Loz, what are your tips for body dysmorphia? Exactly what I just said. My body is beautiful, just the way it is. Go and stand in the mirror every day before you have a shower and stand naked in front of the mirror like I do every morning and tell your naked body how fucking amazing it is and look yourself in the eyeballs and look your body up and down and look at all your scars and whatever the things you hate are and just tell your body it's fucking amazing and do it every day, even through tears. I've been doing that every morning for a good couple of months now. And sometimes I forget, but what do you think of Shalon Lester? I have no idea who that is. Guys, if these are YouTubers, trust me, I barely watched a YouTube since I started my TikTok. I have not had time. The song Obsessed by Addison Rae. I don't know that one. What's your opinion on the whole Taylor Swift thing? I think a girl has made a 10-minute song about a 3-month relationship. What? It's very weird. But I know she was 22 or whatever at the time, 21. Bless her. In the middle of work today, I looked at the door and smiled and pretended my SP came in with lunch. I'm happily living the end. Oh, Colleen, I love that. Cute. I haven't been wanting my SP desperately, and a lot of birds for land happening. All of his friends love me and invite me everywhere. I know he's going to conform. Yes, life is amazing. Exactly, darling. That's called indifference. That's a good thing to feel. Well, do I rewrite all my romantic relationships? That's a really good question. You can do that. I made people on the very first one-to-one calls I had. And guys, by the way, I don't do one-to-one calls anymore if you're new. I know on my live replays, I'm talking about the calls, but I don't do them anymore. But I used to make people rewrite their entire childhoods and relationships if they'd had shitty divorces and shitty relationships. Go and do it. It will really help. I can say things like, oh, we fell out of love with each other. He still loved me, but I didn't want him anymore. We're friends now. Or he got hit by a bus. Don't say things like they left me, they cheated on me. Revise it completely like every single one of them was in love with you, but they got hit by buses. Also, congratulations. What's this? On making the YouTube channel. I'm so happy about it. Best channel ever. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you so much. The different realities trip me out. I've got to stop thinking too hard. Who gives a shit? You're in your bowling lane. Stop looking at everyone else's bowling lane. It's literally irrelevant. I don't need to know how electricity works to use it, but I use it every day. For the first time ever, my SP apologized for responding late. Oh, wonderful, Angel. You are so good. The best. Oh, thanks, dear Diva. Loz, my desire is marriage with SP. When I script, I get very detailed. That's great. Sometimes my affirmations are long. I even mention his whole name, family name. It makes me feel more confident. That work? Is that okay? Darling, do whatever you want. If you want to say John James Smith Carter the first loves me and we live in blah and bloody, bloody, blah. If you reckon that's sinking into your mind, fuck, do it for all I care. Don't listen to these bitches who say you have to say their whole name, though, guys. It's ridiculous. If you say him, he loves me, you know exactly who you're thinking about. I have a doubt. I don't understand how to revise. Like we write it or we think it every day before sleep. For example, changing a limiting belief from childhood. How do we do that? Well, you're changing it with your affirmations anyway. I am so chosen is revising not being chosen as a child, being told there was something wrong with you as a child, being criticized as a child, being feeling not good enough as a child. It's revising it just simply by saying the affirmation. However, you can lie there and revise a scene. You can script it out if you like, but going over and over and over the scene and revising it all the time is not necessary. You just need to do it a few times, loop it in your mind, and then assume it's done. I don't want you to be reliving the old revision scene, guys, because then you're kind of in the state of going backwards. You want to relive the new scene, not the old one. You can think of the new one, not the old one. Does that make sense? Are you uploading the TikTok replay last weekend? I want to listen to it. Oh, fuck. I am honestly about a month and a half behind on those TikTok replays. I'm so sorry. It'll be there eventually, I promise. Tips for embodying the version that is in the relationship with SP. I find myself lost on what to think. Okay, so you can do a bit of LOA, acting as if you want to, and every time you get up in the morning, you honestly lie there like they've got their arms around you. You have a little inner conversation with them, whispered in their ear what you would say in the mornings to each other. Baby, I had such a good sleep with you here. I love having you here. I love your body against mine. I love waking up to you in the morning and he says whatever he would say back. And then imagine when you're making the breakfast, he's in the shower or you're having a shower together. Imagine you're in the shower with him and the steam's there and he's behind you, whatever would happen normally. Okay, do that in your mind. It's not acting as if like make an actual breakfast for him and sitting there at the table. So how was your day? Like LOA crap. Okay, but imagine it. Hi, Loz, are you uploading? I saw that one. Can you make affirmations videos that are strong, sassy, like your lives? I will, yes. I will do a lot. I promise, guys. They're coming. If I decided now that I only want SP2, new guy. Oh, yes, I saw that one. So SP family keeps forcing, what's this? SP's family keeps forcing him to pursue a third party due to the same cultural background. What can I do? You can throw that cultural background bullshit out of your brain, darling. Neha, you've just got to think the cultural backgrounds, religious beliefs, whatever the fuck, don't mean anything to me in my reality. They don't exist. You've asked me this shit before and you've got a real story in your brain. And I know if you're Indian or you're Sikh or you're Jewish or you're Muslim or whatever, there's all this cultural shit. I just want you to throw it out of your mind that it's even an obstacle to you. Because if you continue to think it's an obstacle, they will end up with someone else. Because you think this is impossible. This is an impossible obstacle to overcome. Everyone wants him to be with someone else. This will never work, so it will never work. He loves me. They only want us to be happy. They don't care about our cultural differences. They love us together because they see how happy I make him, etc. Great insights, Loz. The reason why I watch different coaches because I'm God and I also need to learn and improve my manifesting, not just believe in one coach. Yes, that's right. That's lovely, darling. The movie I Feel Pretty is so good for what we are doing. I still haven't seen that. That's that, what's the name? I've been doing the mirror challenge and dance every morning. Oh, I love that, darling. Hi, Loz. How are you? I'm great, Ray. Loz, does childhood include teen years? I feel like my childhood wasn't traumatizing, but my teen years were. Well, then revise those, darling. Absolutely. Hi, Loz. What's this? I was on your Facebook Live a few days ago talking about the third party that messaged me. Yes, I remember, Alexis. Asking if SP had reached out to me. I was feeling good about it, and now I'm having some doubts. He hasn't reached out yet. Darling, this isn't magic. Give it time. But if you have more doubts, it's just going to push the can further down the road, and you'll never fucking reach out because you're thinking he's not reaching out. Live in the end in your mind like you were when you wrote your message last time that you and he are together more, please. You were doing that in the message, and now because of time, you're looking at 3D and getting despondent because you're looking at it and waiting. Oh, where is he? I was living in the end of my mind beautifully on that live before, but now I've fucked everything by looking and thinking, where is he? Don't do that. You were doing it really well before. Now you're looking at the 3D. Stop looking at it. Live up here, please. Hi, Loz. Thank you for teaching about LOA. I wish I knew about this before. Oh, don't we all, darling? You're welcome. Hi, Loz. I've been persisting and seeing a lot of movement, but I have this assumption that SP self-sabotages things he does. What can I affirm not to think that? Thank you in advance. Literally stop saying that. He doesn't sabotage anything. He's got no issues. He's fucking perfect. My man is so perfect for me. He does everything I want. He listens to me. Our relationship is perfection. He doesn't sabotage anything. He used to. I remember when he used to sabotage every fucking thing he did. He doesn't do that anymore. Use I remember when. So excited to post my success story in the Facebook group hopefully soon. Yes, and I love that. What happens when we used to always affirm, then we stop affirming for our SP, then your old shitty thoughts will pop in your brain unless you're really in the state of the new thinking. Good luck with that. So many people got their SPs back after my calls, then stopped affirming because they got fucking cocky, and then their old shits kicked in because they got triggered by something the 3P did, or the SP did, or a third party showed up again, and then they're triggered, and then they lost them again. You want to be a statistic? Don't affirm. Do we have to listen to meditation that 8 hours long to change our old self-concept? Who the fuck told you that? Look, Dylan James has got this whole fucking story about just do the sleep affirmations. I don't even know if the sleep affirmations work, guys. I have seen no scientific studies on it anywhere ever. I can't find them. All right? Marissa Peer believes in it. Dylan believes in it. Great. I'm doing one on Thursday. I'm releasing it on the YouTube channel. Go and do it. Some people in our YouTube challenge, in our Facebook challenge, thought it worked for them. Other people just gave nightmares. Okay, it's up to you. But listening to shit all day, actively outside of sleeping, will do fuck all if you're not thinking it. If you're just playing a tape for 8 hours, it's not going to do anything. You've got to think the thoughts, guys. Affirmation enough, or do I have to do so much more? Affirming is thinking, Roxette. You're thinking of it like a fucking who have you been listening to? You knew. You're thinking of it like a technique. Do I do this technique and then everything will be fixed? If I listen to 8 hours worth of affirmations that Dylan James came up with that got nothing to do with me, will it fix everything? No, because it's not specific to you. It's not about your childhood. It's not about your self-concept. It's got nothing to fucking do with you. It's shit Dylan James thought up that's not specific. And just listening to it all day will do fucking nothing. Go and watch all my lives back, darling. You're lost if you're thinking this is a technique you have to do because some idiot told you to listen to them 8 hours a day. It's new thinking. Not getting angry at you, but you've been listening to some idiots. Hey, Loz, I've been working on self-concept more and caring less about SP. Oh, wonderful. That's what happens. What's a good way to test the law to build up confidence? Go and get little things like a free coffee, get someone to say something, do something, wear something, like get someone to say gobbledygook. Someone put a comment on one of my lives today saying, oh, I wanted someone to say gobbledygook and you just said it in this live, right? Things like that. Do you think that affirmations affect SP instantly? For example, when I say he thinks about me constantly, makes him do it instantly? No, guys. It goes to them instantly. Whether they act on it instantly, who the fuck knows? Everything's delayed, including their reaction to your affirmations. Everything's delayed, right? Here's 2 Cindy's here, by the way. What's this? 2 Cindy's? Confusing. I've nearly been 2 weeks and SP is still talking to me after months of no contact. Oh, the Johnny and Terry, wonderful. Of course he's still talking to you. Don't assume that's an amazing thing. Be like, don't be thinking, oh, wow, he's still talking to me. Of course he fucking is. Mm-hmm. How do I get him to start talking to me again after a huge argument 3 months back? And also, to get a personal coaching call from you, I'm supposed to message you on Facebook? No, darling, I don't do any personal calls anymore. I stopped them in July. Okay, so there's no one-to-ones. I know it's very misleading watching these old lives from TikTok where I'm talking about calls. I don't do them anymore. I may be doing group coaching, but I definitely am doing courses that are coming out soon, Self-Concept, Get Your Ex Back. I may do group coaching. I'm still thinking about it. But whatever happened 3 months ago, whatever that argument is, I want you to go back and revise it. And I want you to fix whatever self-concept, fearful thoughts you were having during a relationship or before that fight that caused the fight, and fix those, darling. I think the sleep affirmation helps, but you need to do the work as well during the day. Yes, guys, you can't have McDonald's the brain all fucking day and just do sleep affirmations at night. That won't work. I know you said if you get triggered by someone ignoring you, that's probably abandonment. My parents never abandoned me. No, it doesn't have to be abandonment. It could be fear of rejection. You don't like being rejected. So what else could it be from? I also give you affirmations. Can you also give me affirmations of being ignored? Okay, so that's more about rejection, darling. That's I'm not good enough. I don't get chosen. I get ignored. I never get ignored. Who would dare ignore me? I'm too special to lose. Everyone gives me so much attention now. I remember when I used to get ignored. No one fucking does that to me anymore. I am more than good enough. I am the chosen one. Say those ones, darling. That's what it's about. I recorded 7 minutes of affirmations doing my car. Oh, wonderful. Doing them in the car is great, guys. And really rampage if you can. Is just affirming enough to manifest? Rachel, it's thinking. You've been listening to some idiots as well. Love your last TikTok where you mentioned the salt lamp. Was laughing for ages. I did something a couple of weeks ago. I wrote a letter to myself from 10 years in the future. Oh, that's lovely, Molly. Wrote out all my manifestations as they happened, how life is, and there is nothing to worry about. Oh, that's lovely. It's like, what would you say to your 16-year-old self? It's like, what would you say to yourself now? That's a wonderful exercise to do. Like if you wrote it, what is it, 10 years from now, how everything had happened? That's what I might put that in one of the courses. That's a great thing to do, Molly. So 10 years from now, in the future, all your manifestations as if they've happened and how your life is and that there's nothing to worry about. Writing a letter to yourself about there's nothing to fear, Molly. Look at all the beautiful things that turned out just how you wanted. You have everything you want now. Isn't it wonderful? That's great. I love that. Can I steal that? That's wonderful. I recorded my own affirmations and listen to them all night, and also every morning I say them and also dance and feel so good. I feel more confident, feel more myself. Oh, I love it. So every time I feel sad or anxious about something, I remind myself I have nothing to worry about. Molly, I love that. That's so good. Yeah. My SP came in about a month ago. We talked and that's it. He told me he wasn't doing so well, and that's movement because he just says everything's okay with him. So look, if you're getting tarots on you for your page or whatever saying, oh, they're struggling, they're lost without you, whatever, like give that all good meaning, guys. And if they're actually saying it to you, even better. I know that sounds awful. It sounds mean, but just give that good meaning that they fucking miss you and their life's gone to shit without you. Hi, Loz. Thank you so much. Seriously, thanks to you. I manifest so quickly now. I manifest my SP texting me and calling me cute names. Oh, Giselle Mary, that's wonderful. Hooray. Neha, I manifested a new job with my desired salary. Oh, wonderful, darling, in a new city, and I'll be moving in a month. Oh, hang on. Whoa. In a month. I'm also trying to manifest acceptance into my Dr. PH program in my desired school in that city. What can I do? Just imagine you're already in the program, darling. Or imagine you're a doctor. Dr. Neha Singh. Hello, I'm Dr. Neha Singh. Like, seriously, if you're already a doctor, haven't you done the program? Haven't you done your doctorate? If you're a doctor, go to the end. Good point, Loz. Of course, he's still talking to me. He's obsessed. Exactly. Don't be surprised by it. Be like, motherfucker, who wouldn't be talking to me? Wow, same. ISP called me on some BS. If you remember me telling you about the three-way, I was living in the end. So good before I started having doubts, but I'm jumping back on the horse. Good. Forget about those doubts, darling. I was waiting for you to come on live on TikTok. Forgot you were here. Oh, I put a video on TikTok. Did I post it saying, did I even put it on? Saying that I was here, or did I not do it? I didn't post. Oh, yes, I did. Can we choose what we could manifest? Yes. Because I didn't know about law of assumption before and pranked everyone that I'm pregnant, and now I'm really scared it would come true. Don't worry, darling. Did you really believe that you were pregnant? Then don't worry about it. Lois, could you suggest a routine from waking up to going to bed, kind of the ideal and fastest way to manifest SP marriage? Okay, so in the morning, before you even get out of bed, do your affirmations in your head. And before that even, wake up as if they're in the bed with you. That's the first thing. Wake up as if they're in the bed with you with their arms around you. Have a little inner conversation with them. Then you can either do your affirmations lying there or put my morning meditation on and do that for 21 days or however many mornings. It's on my YouTube. Getting into the wish fulfilled. Imagine a state of the wish fulfilled. You could even imagine they're there with you, or imagine your wedding day or whatever, in the part where I give you the little scene, silence to think of the scene. Okay. Then throughout the day, if you get thrown by thoughts, the 3D throws you, affirm. When you want to flip the negative thoughts, affirm. Have some visualizations during the day if it really helps you. Lie in bed at night and do a little scene again, falling asleep in the wish fulfilled, falling asleep as if they're there, falling asleep as a married woman, falling asleep as husband and wife. Okay, and then put sleep affirmations on at night if you really want to go hardcore. I'm going to buy you a salt lamp just for shits and giggles. Oh my God, absolutely amazing. Lifting my spirit up. Thanks. Oh, you're welcome, darling. What's this? Got to be careful with words sometimes. Once I lied saying I can't come to work because I puked, and the next day I actually puked. Yep. How can I contact you if I don't have social media besides TikTok? I tried messaging you through TikTok, but I couldn't. Darling, I have not opened a single message anyone sent me for like 6 months. You know how many fucking DMs I get? My TikTok is just hasn't been open. My Messenger, I just scroll past until I can find my friends. I don't answer them, guys. Don't message me. I won't answer. I'm really sorry. You know how many people message me and say, I'm really desperate, but I can't answer you. That's what the lives are for. What are you messaging me about? I'm not doing coaching. I love you. Come on the live instead. And then buy the self-concept course if you really need the help. Mm-hmm. Hi, Nicole. SP and I have been in constant contact since September. Oh, he'd been in the process of leaving third party on Friday. He kissed me for the first time since we broke up in April. Don't say then. Then we worked together this week. He prepared and brought lunch for us yesterday and kissed me again. Today he treated me to lunch and dinner and kissed me several times today. Yay! Oh, Nicole, fantastic. All right. Keep doing whatever you're doing. Thank you for your continued help. Forging forward to us, happily married, still working on self-concept. Darling, it's a process. It's till you die. Okay? Don't stop. One done. Is thinking the affirmations enough, or do I have to say it out loud? It's just thinking, darling, so you can say it out loud or think it. Either way. Hello, I know SP wants to be with me, but he said he felt like he was carrying the whole relationship and wanted me to get mad at him and put him in his place when he's not showing up as he should. What? I know SP wants to be with me, but he said he felt he was carrying the whole relationship and wanted me to get mad at him and put him in his place when he's not showing up as he should. Doesn't make any sense. So he thinks he's carrying the whole relationship, but then he also thinks he's not showing up like he should, or you think he's not showing up like he should. I don't understand that at all, darling. Whatever's got fuck's going on there, Vanessa. You've got an old story about him not showing up as he should. He thinks he's carrying a relationship. La, 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 la. No, it's an old story. You've got an old story about him. I don't care if it came out of his mouth. It's your thoughts out of his mouth. Just get rid of that story, please. What's the best way to get our thinking to really sink in? Sometimes I feel anxious about what I'm affirming, but other times I feel calm and confident. Guys, look, you can't possibly know if it's sinking in. That's why you just have to keep affirming. You can't possibly know when they become a belief. You can't possibly know when the anxiety is not going to affect it or not affect it. Just keep affirming. Loz, I've been doing your morning meditation and imagine our wedding day and I want to cry. Oh, Rosie, that's lovely. What a beautiful thing to visualize. Cindy, wouldn't I still have to go back and change the old beliefs I have of men, if not the same negative thinking will happen? Look, guys, you can't be like revising every fucking thought you've ever had your entire life. Just be like, my relationships have always been perfect. That's enough. That's the revision of all the men you've ever been with. They've all been perfect. Ding, done. Oh, and that time I met Harry, and that time I went out with that date and that guy, and he stood me up, and that time, fuck, you'll be there the rest of your life. You're as old as me. Selena, I manifested my rent being $1,700 on my renewal lease agreement, even though management told me in September it was going to be $1,809. Oh, wonderful! You thought it was going to go up and it didn't. Wonderful. It was a great story in the Facebook group today about a girl had asked me yesterday, oh my God, I'm going to get kicked out of my house. My landlord said, and I said, stop thinking that. It's going to be fine. She said she just affirmed. Imagine sitting on a couch after the meeting. Oh, I get to stay in my house. And that's exactly what happened. She said even the cup she was holding in her hand was the same in a visualization. She couldn't believe it. And she turned it around in 12 hours. It's wonderful. Yes, I agree. I was driving cross country and I thought I wanted an adventure and ended up fucking up the GPS and got lost for 3 hours in a haunted road at 3 a.m. I did that. My dad said one time in Turkey, oh, stop looking at the map all the time. Why do you have to have the day planned out? Let's just get lost. And then we got completely lost. Had no fucking idea where we were because we didn't take the map and we spent all day being fucking lost. I was like, good one. I manifested going to the Mark Anthony concert for free. Oh, lovely. I want to say, thanks, Loz. I met you in my lowest point and now I'm stronger. I know the shit show that I manifested was my fault and I can change it. Don't say your fault, darling. It's not your fault. I'm a phoenix. I rise from the ashes. Haha. Wonderful, guys. We're all phoenixes rising from the ashes. That's a lovely image. I felt good living in the end with this P, but I get these fear feelings. I'm lonely all the time and I don't care really. My friends are married. I have no single friends, no dates. What do I do until 3D conforms? Okay, you're looking at the 3D way too much, darling, not living up here enough. So if you're thrown by all your married friends, if you feel lonely, you're in a state of he's not here. I want you to imagine every night his arms wrapped around you. Every morning he's there in bed with you. Smell his smell. Feel his whiskers against your face when he's kissing you in the shower. Do that because you're not doing that and that's why you're feeling lonely. And then you're looking at 3D, everyone else is married but me. Where is he? He's never going to turn up. I'm so lonely. If you're in a state of lonely, nothing's going to change. You've got to just be in the state of I'm with him now as much as you possibly can with visualization. Do my morning meditation every fucking morning. Do the sleep affirmations I'm about to put out on Thursday every fucking night for 21 nights and get back to me because you're in the state of lonely and nothing will change if you're in that state. Lorraine, what's this? I was finally talking to my SP, but Snapchat was down during our conversation. It was really funny and frustrating. We're having so much fun. Oh, don't worry, darling. Just give that good meaning that he's so frustrated and he was having such a good time and he's pissed off. Lately, I've been stuck in a state of this is all my fault. Well, then don't do that, Whitney. I'm not good enough. I beat myself up because I had strict parents or I was made to feel there was something wrong with me as a child, blah, blah, blah. Beating yourself up, shit like what I do. Don't do that. What's the best way to show yourself that you're a master manifestor? I'm new to this, and I feel like my doubts are preventing me from manifesting even the littlest things. It will, darling, because doubt is the devil. That's what it means. The literal translation of the word doubt, Satan in the Bible is doubt. Okay? It is a sin to miss the mark, meaning sin means missing the mark. Sinning, missing the mark and not getting what you want is what sin is. And the devil will step in, doubt, and kill what you want. Right? So if you go with Satan, doubt, you will sin, meaning you won't get what you want. It's the whole meaning of the word Satan and the devil, and sin is in the Bible. Missing the mark is sin because doubt stepped in and you believed it, right? So I want you to start testing yourself. Say, someone's going to give me a free coffee. Someone's going to give me something free this week. Someone's going to wear a hot pink t-shirt. Someone's going to say flibbity gibbet. Someone's going to say the word Bob. Things like that. And then I'm going to see a purple car. I'm going to make some money this week that's unexpected. Something like that. And then when you get those things, tick, put a little manifestation journal. I did that, I did that, I did that, I did that. Oh, why am I doubting myself then? Does the YouTube save right away? I fucking no idea. I think so. I think that's what happens to Kimberly's lives. If anyone's on Kimberly's lives, I'll know. But I think that's what happens. I'll have a thumbnail on it with white writing, red background and white writing, not pink like the other ones. And it will say YouTube Live. And it will say YouTube Tuesdays Manifesting. That's what the title I've given it, okay? Cordial of the Platypus. What a name. I manifested hearing a certain song, but heard someone say the song title instead. Oh, wonderful. That can happen, guys. You think, oh, I'm going to see blue butterflies, and next minute you see a poster with it on, but not a blue butterfly in person. Same thing. You still did it. In your last video, you asked us to manifest someone saying something to prove your power, and I said it later you said it later in the video. I chose gobbledygook, and you said it about Abraham Hicks. Yes, I was just using you as an example. I saw your comment. That's wonderful, darling. You did that. You made me say that. Loz, so you should say, I will see a purple car this week, or I saw a purple car. You can say I'm going to, or I saw it. All these purple cars everywhere in my reality. I'm always seeing purple cars. Can I say he's reaching out now? We're starting our life together today, at the same time imagining him here with me. Look, yes, you can say he's constantly calling, texting me. That would imply you're together. Saying he's reaching out now is like almost like he wasn't before. But yeah, look, it depends if it's clunky in your brain, darling. You can do the manifesting contact, as long as it doesn't sound like you're not living the end, right? Lois, I got a job interview. The job's mine. Any affirmations? The job is mine. When I walked in, I was their favorite candidate. They fell in love with me instantly. And as soon as you walk out, think that job's mine. The job's in the bag. I love working at wherever it is. Lois, I manifested my very coordinated friend to win a beer pong game, and he made the last cup just like I pictured it. It was awesome to see my power. And he's really unco. That's hilarious. Well done, darling. Well, you definitely did that because I couldn't have done it by themselves. Yay, I just joined. Glad to see you saw my comment. Oh, Margarita, wait. Yay. Brianne, what are some affirmations for health? I have to do blood work and an ultrasound, and I want the results to come back perfect. My results are perfect. Just imagine the meeting with your doctor and they go, Brianne, there's nothing wrong with you. I don't know why you even needed this blood work. It was actually completely unnecessary. Everything about you is perfect. Your body is perfect. All your levels are great. The ultrasound came back perfect. I am thriving with health. My cells renew themselves daily. Say things like that, darling. Yay, I just joined. Oh, I saw that one. I manifested my parents' dying friend in the hospital to be 85 to 90% better. The doctors are stunned and said it's a miracle. Selena, wonderful. Guys, you can do that. Say, oh, they're a miracle patient. They're walking out of bed now. They're thriving with health. Everyone's amazed. The doctors are astounded. They're a miracle patient. Absolutely. I know that happened to someone that I know in my reality because someone set up a Facebook group for him because he was an old teacher from our drama school, and everyone around the world who's left Australia wanted to be part of this group because he was dying of cancer, told he was totally inoperable, never could be fixed, da-da-da-da-da. And everyone was willing him to be well through this Facebook group. Millions of comments, like, anyway, not millions, but hundreds of comments every day telling him, you're going to be better, Kevin. We love you. You're so well now. We can see it. We can see you going to the theatre and doing all the things you used to do. Da, da, da. And everyone manifested for him. And now he's a miracle patient. The doctors can't fucking understand where his cancer's gone. He's fully recovered because everyone manifested that for him. Loz, is daydreaming different to visualizing? Yes, it's kind of not on purpose because I daydream a lot during the day with my SP, visualize less often, usually before bed. What to recommend? As long as the daydreaming isn't bad daydreaming, like daydreaming about shit that happened or going back in the past or bad scenarios. Look, visualizing is from your eyeballs. If you're just daydreaming and seeing yourself in a scene, that's not really what visualizing is. Visualizing is maybe what you would see if it were true. That, and it's more on purpose. But look, if you think it's helping you, do whatever you want. Roxette, what a great name. I once affirmed whole day that I will not fail the exam, and I failed. Was there anything wrong with that affirmation, or is it just because of time delay? I will not fail the exam. Well, maybe you had a constant fear that you were going to fail the exam, so while you were saying it, you failed it. Because you kept saying, I will not fail it. You should have said, I passed my exam with flying colours. I passed my exam so easily. I'm an A-grade student. But I will not. It's like there's fear in it. It's like saying he's so loyal now. Well, there's a fear of he's not loyal. I can't trust you in the affirmation. That's probably why. Or it just played out the old story that you were going to fail. That's why you. Sometimes you've got to think, guys, why am I affirming so hardcore on this thing? Is it because I've been fearing for a long time? How long were you fearing compared to how long you're affirming? Sometimes the fear outweighs the affirming because you really were fearing it for a long time, and that's why you started affirming. And I don't want you to scare you with that, but got to think time-wise, how long were you thinking the other shit? Loz, I'm stressing about my SP. Why? He keeps saying we're just friends. I try visualizing, but my fear, my doubt. Hang on, missed it. is going to delay my manifestation. Margarita, what the fuck? Darling, you're just friend zoning yourself here with a whole lot of crap in your mind that you're not good enough. He doesn't love you. He doesn't want you. He wants other girls. He doesn't want commitment. He's a player. Whatever the fuck you're thinking about him is causing this. I couldn't give a shit if he said, I never want to see you again. Fuck off and die. It's irrelevant. Okay? I want you to really work on your self-concept and build yourself up as the girlfriend. I am the girlfriend. Of course, I'm the fucking girlfriend. And really go hardcore on your self-concept and try and banish that guy from your brain for a little while and just work on you so you can actually feel like you're worthy of being the girlfriend. Really go hardcore on your self-concept, darling, and see yourself as the girlfriend only. Loz, thank you. I found you on TikTok. Been following you since. Out of many manifestation coaches, you are the best. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. I manifested my rent to be paid a whole year, continuous money flowing, NSP. Oh my God, rent paid for a whole year. Oh, that's amazing, darling. Hooray. Love that. Why sometimes when you're affirming and feeling so good, something on the 3D goes the other way around. It's like it's like people say, oh, it's the universe testing you. It's not really the universe testing you, but it's like going, have you got rid of the self-concept yet? Here's a monkey. Can you see it? Can you see it? It's like going, here's your not chosen shit. It's still not fixed. And something will show up showing you haven't fixed it yet. That happened on my birthday when my ex didn't turn up to my birthday. I don't care about him, but like he was meant to show up and he didn't. And the next day I was just like, huh. After I tried to apologize to him like 6 fucking times, I was like, I'm still feeling unchosen because that's just proving to me I haven't fixed that. That's all it is. Don't be thrown by it. Use it as like, oh, that's what I need to work on. I'm the girlfriend, I'm the wife. Yes, I love that. Loz, please enable the donation on live chat so next time I can donate to you. How the fuck do I do that? I don't know how to do that, guys. Someone tell me. No idea. But that's very nice of you, darling. I will. Do you do private consultation? No, guys, I did. I'm not anymore. I love how excited you get for people. I do, guys. It thrills me every time. I have super long hair and always use your lives as an excuse to brush it. Oh, lovely. Why is the chat stopped? Oh, here we go. Me and my best friend had a falling out a few years ago, and I started working on my subconcept, and now we're friends again. Oh, Kirsten, that's lovely. Oh, wonderful, darling. All right. 163 people here, and I'm busting to go to the loo. I said this was going to be a lie, but I didn't anticipate needing to go to the toilet halfway through from all the tea I've been drinking. I need the water because my mouth goes dry. Hang on, guys. Loz, please I saw that one. Me and my do you do hang on, I'm not seeing the chat coming up very much. I heard the universe isn't testing you, it's giving you a chance to be the person you say you are. Yes, it's just showing you who you are. The 3D reality is showing you who you are or who you once were. So the old thoughts still playing out or who you still are in your mind. That's all it is. It's a reflection of you. Either a really old reflection, a more recent reflection, or a current reflection. Either way, it's showing you who you are. Guys, this chat has completely frozen. What's going on? Congratulations. Yes? What are we saying congratulations about? I listened to you all day today. Oh, Jessica, wonderful. So, guys, how long have I been on live for? 11:11. It's 11:11. I've been on live since an hour and 11 minutes. So if we affirm something positive out of fear, what should I do to make the outcome of our affirmation to match with our desire and not the complete opposite? Hang on, whoa. So if we affirm something positive out of fear, what should we do to make the outcome of our affirmation to match with our desire and not the complete opposite? Look, we're all affirming probably out of fear. We're all affirming because we had shitty thoughts, okay? So don't worry about that. But what I'm saying is if you are affirming purely from a state of fear, sometimes the fear will still manifest because what's underneath that isn't changed. Like you've really got it. Like when I lost my mum and she went missing, I really had to concentrate on no, she's here. Not just be affirming because I was fucking horrified and freaked out and scared. I was doing it like, no, she's here. No, she's back. Not, oh my God, my mum is going to die. I have to affirm. It was more, this is the outcome that's going to happen. Right? That makes sense. There's a slight difference in the way you affirm. But I don't want you to think, oh, I'm not going to affirm because I'm doing it from a place of fear. We're all affirming from a place of fear and shitty self-concept, guys, so don't worry. Okay, mini manifestation. I said Loz will say my name and you just did. Oh, did I, Gigi? So if we affirm something positive, I saw the one. If I want to manifest a new house in a nicer neighborhood, do I manifest more salary to cover the mortgage or the house? Worried I'll get the house but not be able to afford. No. You imagine you're living there already. How that comes about is beyond your control. If you're living in it, somehow it worked out how you afford it, right? Otherwise, you'll be worrying about getting it, and then you won't be able to afford it, or you worry about the money, or you'll have this fear that you won't be able to afford it, or you move in and then you won't be able to afford it. Just imagine you're living there already and you say things like, I love this new house. It's so easy for me to pay for. I love that I can live here rent free, or I love that my rent's so easy to pay in this new house. Have a visualization of you living there, darling, already, and just assume it's all worked out. Let's all take a bathroom break with Loz, so I don't want to miss anything. Should I? Should I take a bathroom break, guys? Would you mind if I literally just ran up there and went to the loo? Because I'm absolutely busting. I'm going to have to cut the live off because I literally am going to die. Let's all take a bathroom break. Do you mind? Okay, give me 2 minutes. Ready? Let's go to the toilet. Okay. All right, I'm back. That's so funny. That's the first time I've closed the toilet door since I moved to this house, because I never close the toilet door. Because I've got a fear about getting locked in the toilet, because I got locked in the toilet as a kid. So funny. I just didn't want you guys to hear me weeing. Bathroom break. Okay, is everyone back? Loz got the cake. So sorry, guys. You can see my ass. All right, guys. I've got to go make myself a cup of tea. So I'm actually going to pick the computer up, because this is on a computer, and just take my teacup with me. Ready? Okay. We're going to my kitchen. We used to do this in the old house. Now you can see my shitty kitchen in the new house. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's a bit low. Hang on, guys. You want some boards or something? Anyone new coming here, but what the fuck is this bitch doing? Okay, guys, hang on. Any more questions? I feel good living in the N with SP, but I get these fear feelings. I'm lonely all the time. Oh, I saw that one. I already work self-concept with your help. I revised and changed SP's concept and feel that I'm doing pretty good. What to do until 3D conforms? Just keep going, darling. Okay? Keep going. I love the house tour. Oh, sorry. It's very 70s with the arches and things. Very 70s house. This is brown brick. Brown brick. I had to kind of try and make it look nicer and things with things on the wall and stuff, because I was like, I hate these brown bricks. I put plants everywhere. Would love to talk about healing with affirmations, working on healing someone very close to me. All right, Elle. Look, darling, imagine them healthy. Imagine them coming to you and saying, Elle, I've never felt so good my whole life. I can't believe how sick I was. Wasn't I so sick? Remember when I was so sick? I couldn't even get out of bed. Remember when I was feeling awful every day and I just lost the will to live? Remember that? I don't feel like that anymore. It's like I'm a new person. Imagine a conversation like that, and then say things like, they are healing by the day. They feel better and better by the day. Their cells are renewing themselves daily. Their organs are renewing themselves daily. Okay? They feel so good in themselves now. They're like a new person. Mm-hmm. They are fully healed. Oh my God, YouTube Live, exciting. I'm a little shaken. I'm launching a business and miscalculated my stock. I received much less. I'm pretty dumb, but I just want to move on and deal. Any affirmations? Darling, just imagine that makes people want it more. Like Kylie Jenner selling out of a lip kit in 30 seconds. Okay? Just think, because of the lack of stock, it actually helps me, because you'd be like, oh my God, it's a sellout. You can put it everywhere on Instagram. Sold out in 3 days. And everyone's like, oh, fuck, it must be really good. Imagine that's going to be good, darling, not a bad thing. Give it excellent meaning. Give it all the scenarios that that's a good thing. Laying in bed with mine and SP's dog, imagining he's laying here with me watching his own YouTube videos. Oh, lovely, darling. Do that. That's a wonderful thing to be thinking. That's great. That's really living in the end. Just keep going. That's simple. Yes, keep going, please. My dog doing eating the cat's food. So funny. The dog tried to follow me into the toilet then. She normally sits on my feet while I go to the toilet. And I closed the door. She was like outside the door, like, oh, this isn't the routine. What's going on? It's vintage. Oh, it's a vintage house. Instead of focusing on my SP affirmations, I'm making them more self-concept and saying, men always adore me, commit to me, are vulnerable with me, so I can take the focus of SP. That's wonderful, darling. Men have always committed to me. Men are so vulnerable with me. They love to express their feelings. They feel safe with me. I'm their soft place to land. That's wonderful, because that's not about the specific SP. It's more about you being loved and being this person who's just adored by men. That's beautiful. I manifested my SP buying me hot pink roses, and he surprised me with it the other day. Oh, did he really? Exactly, hot pink roses. That's so specific. That's great. What if we get everything that we desire in our lives and we're able to keep it because of good self-concept? Isn't we're reaching life plateau and we're in that state? Or what's this rock said? What if we get everything that we desire in our lives? Yes. And we're able to keep it because of good self-concept. Isn't we're reaching the life plateau where we're in that state? Or what? Are you afraid that it'll all just go to shit or something because you've got a belief that life can't possibly be that good and, oh my God, it's a plateau and then it all goes downhill from there? Is that what you're thinking? Is that where you're going with this, darling? Why can't you have everything you want? Why can't you? I deserve everything I want. I get everything I want. That old me, that's dead to me now. I'm not the girl who doesn't get what she wants anymore. That's what you should be thinking. We need a wine night at Loz's. Yes! That would be so cool. Hang on, where's my teacup? Oh, here. Hang on, guys. Okay, let's go back because this light is terrible. Well, I need some food. Don't really have any snacks in here. Got no snacks. Okay, right, we're moving. Sorry, guys. I won't show you my messy office. It's incredibly messy. There's my dining room. That's much neater and then you want to see the ocean? Can you see the sea, the ocean out there? Can you see the island? That's what I'm looking at while I'm sitting here talking to you guys. Okay, hang on. So I said Snapchat was down earlier and we just talked for a few minutes ago. There's just something about our conversation. It feels as if we're back together. Oh, wonderful, Lorraine. So the Snapchat came back on. That's good, darling. What's this? I love when you do videos on the old programming coming up. Helps to hear it. Look, guys, it does. It can't be perfect all the time. It's ridiculous. Is eating healthy and exercising a way to work on subconscious? Look, that's what we're doing in the Facebook group. Okay, talk about eating healthy. This is shit I'm eating. In the Facebook group at the moment, we're doing a dating ourselves challenge. And part of that is eating healthy, exercising, going to get your nails done, doing things for yourself to make yourself feel good. Absolutely, it's part of your self-care, which is part of your self-concept. Very LA, like in Santa Monica. Is it? Very Spanish. With all the arches and things. We need to remind ourselves that if we manifested all the bullshit, we can manifest the good stuff too. Yes, guys. Absolutely. What do you think about manifesting on time crunch? I don't like it, but if you really want to do it, guys, I say it happens in its own time. That's what I believe. That's what the Bible says. That's what Neville says. I go by what Neville says. Wow, I live in Australia. I'm going to perform. I sold out venues there one day. Oh, wonderful. Oh, you love Australia. Are you going to perform in sold out venues? Yes, say that, darling. Hannah, stop fucking looking at the 3D. SP never answered back my text, but he's uploading on social media. What am I doing wrong? Why are you even looking at his social media? Stop looking at it. He's playing hard to get. He's waiting for a good time to talk to me. Blah, blah, blah. I manifested that you'd read my comment and you did. Oh, wonderful. Your house is so nice. I was like, oh, thank you. It's very 70s. A lot of 70s stuff in here. I already had it all. So, like my peacock chair. Those old 70s chairs. I bought that for my last house because my last house was really 70s. And I was like, I want more 70s shit. I have a belief that I'll never connect with anyone else the way I do with SP, but I'm okay with that because it's who I want. Is this limiting bad? Look, when you love your SP, you're going to think that. You're going to think, well, nothing's going to compare to him because we connect so well and he's the one for me. It's really hard not to think that way when you're in love with someone, darling. unless you want those other people. Don't beat yourself up for feeling in love with them and thinking you connect. That's why you're in love with them. Oh, thanks, Kat. Ariel, I have a belief. Oh, I saw that one. Hang on, I'm seeing repeated questions here, guys. Don't repeat them. It's confusing me. You have a really nice view. I do. It's over the tops of houses, but it's lovely. Such a nice place to live down here. Greetings from Mexico. Which was your last manifestation? I don't know, darling. My breakfast. Look, you're manifesting all the time. You mean what I consciously manifested, the YouTube just launching and getting 1,000 subscribers within like a day or so? I cut off social media for like 2 months. I just want to focus on manifesting my SP. Do you think it's coming from a place of fear to see something triggering on social media? Look, guys, a lot of people have had to cut themselves off from social media not to get triggered. That's fine. If you're doing that out of salvation for yourself, like I need that to keep not getting triggered, do it. Absolutely do it, guys. I'd rather you did that than get triggered. SP talks lovely to me, but I know he does too with his friends. I'm sad and frustrated. Natalia, you got some fucking bullshit story about him going on about like he does that to me, but he does it to the friends as well. So it doesn't really mean anything when he does it to me. You got to work on that self-concept that, of course, he talks lovely to me. He doesn't talk to anyone the way he speaks to me. He adores me. He admires me because I'm so this, that, and the other. You've really got to work on your self-concept, darling, because it's in the loo. No social media is boundaries. It's the same as taking a different route so you don't pass his house because it triggers you. Yep. Loz, how did you learn law of assumption? I think the penny didn't drop till I read Neville. I was reading all the other people, like Earl Nightingale and U.S. Anderson and everything. I listened to everything, like Charles F. Hannell and all these other people who talk about the same shit but just don't call it law of assumption. Then I discovered Neville, started listening to him, thought, what the fuck is this? Religious shit, because I was really thrown by the religious stuff because I was a real atheist. And so I was like, what? So I read Feeling is a Secret, wasn't so religious. But then when I started listening to his lectures, I was like, I don't know if I could sit through this. But I really kept at it. And I listened to his lectures over and over and over and over. Like some of them I must have listened to, like, I'm sure there's some I've listened to 20, 25 times. Like I would just be in my kitchen doing things. I would just have them on a loop every morning. I think for about 6 months, I must have listened to Neville every morning for 6 months, probably for that long, if not other people at the same time. But once I discovered him, I just listened to Neville. SP called me a cute pet name today and asked to go on vacay with me. After you handed me my lunch, I went hardcore on self-concept and it worked so well. Focusing hard on my self-concept, my new business is blowing up. Oh, wonderful, hooray. I'm back on social media. Did I read this before? I'm also on YouTube, tips on manifesting more subs. Oh, is that why you've got a tick next to your name, darling? You've got a tick next to your name. No one else does. So you've got a channel. Is that why it's giving me a tick on next to your name? So darling, say, I've got so many subscribers. I'm everyone's favorite, whatever, YouTuber. When I wanted my TikTok to go well, I just said, I'm everyone's favorite manifestation TikToker. And then people started saying that on the lives. And just imagine all the subs going up. Imagine people writing comments on your page. Imagine telling people, oh, my God, I've got so many subscribers now. And then just don't worry about the number. Just get on with posting content. Just content, like Gary Vee says. Just get it out there. Don't even look at the number and just assume because of all the content you're putting out, because of the hard work you've put in, it's going to work. And don't even look at the number in the meantime, like looking at the scale when you're trying to lose weight. You're just saying, I've got so many subscribers. I'm such a successful YouTuber. YouTube is my full-time job now. Start saying those things and then don't look at the number. Give it a year and don't look at the number and then go and look at the number if you can do that. I mean, it's hard. It's like not looking at scales, but live from the state of this is my full-time job now. Like this became my full-time job within a month of me doing TikTok. Within a month, people were asking me for one-on-one coaching within 2 weeks of me going live on TikTok and a month of me going on TikTok fully. So in a month, I had an income and I didn't have to do anything else. I closed my other business within a month, right? Because I just assumed that I'd stepped into the state of this is what I do now. And my friend said to me one day, I guess this is what you do now. And I went, yeah. And I thought, that's what I've been affirming. This is what I do now. And she said it like that. Yes, resonates. Okay, good. Loz, can you do another self-concept rant like the one you posted on TikTok a while ago? Yes, I will. But for YouTube, it was a lifesaver for me. I would yell it everywhere I go. Oh, good, darling. If I have enough energy, I need the puff to be able to, I might be able to edit it and add some more bits in. Not do it all in one go, because that doing it all in a minute was like, and then I ran out of words to say. I will do some rants, guys. I've got some rants coming up. So they'll have black and white photos instead of the color photo, and they'll be pink and it'll be rants. And some of them will be rants I've taken from my lives that you might want to go back to and listen to, that you didn't have to search through, because it's really hard to find the information during the lives. That's why I keep saying, if you see anything you like in the lives or that really help you, timestamp it. If you know how to timestamp in the comments, it'll really help other people, and you can always go back and listen to it at that timestamp place. But also I'll start snippeting rants and do some more rampages. Absolutely. Good night, everyone. Happy manifesting. Oh, good night, darling. Loz, what was your job before this? Well, I've always been an actor, and I used to do plays and short films and different things and voiceovers a lot. I didn't do a lot of voiceovers in England because I didn't need an Australian accent, but I did a lot of short films in England. And then I had to teach. I had to be a teacher in England to get a visa to stay in the country, which I hated doing, but I was a high school teacher teaching remedial kids. And then when I got back to Australia, I fell into doing a secondhand clothing business just as a way to earn money, because I didn't know if I was staying. I started an eBay store, turned into a whole thing. I got rid of it when I moved here. And I didn't do it the whole time. I had my TikTok. I never had a sale. I never did. I just closed it all down. Guys, don't react to the 3D. The 3D is delayed anyways. Your manifestation is already here. Just keep persisting. There is always movement happening, even if you can't see it. Yes, darling. I love that. Yes, my darling. Look, guys, it was some great affirmations people gave in the There Is Always Movement challenge in the Facebook group. If you're really feeling like movement's a problem, go and find that challenge under #challenge in the Facebook group under There Is Always Movement challenge, and start doing those affirmations. Start living from the state of There Is Always Movement. Okay, so I'm going to want some feedback this week about the There Is Always Movement challenge and the scripting challenge. But there is also the Dating Ourselves challenge going on at the moment. But I'm going to ask for feedback, because I keep forgetting to ask for feedback on the challenges, and it's really interesting. Like when we did the sleep affirmation challenge and everyone gave their feedback, it was really helpful. Hang on, guys. Oh my God, yes. After your morning meditations, now I saturate my brain with Neville lectures. I love it. Start my days. Yeah, guys, if you can sit through his lectures, really do it. It's really helpful. Nevolution, a channel on here, is an excellent channel also to listen to. A girl called Lila, and she does his lectures, and she cuts out a lot of the religious stuff and makes it a bit more palatable. It's not Neville's voice, but it's really, really, really good channel. And she does a lot of Florence Scovel Shinn's books and things. Yes, that challenge helped me so much. Yes, the There Is Always Movement challenge. Wonderful. Hang on, guys. I'm not seeing any questions. Is everyone just questionless because they've already had the question answered? Hang on. Have I missed anything? I listen to you on loop. Used to only listen to music in the car. Now I listen to you. Oh, good, darling. It makes me feel like I'm being arrogant. Like, great you listen to me all day. But look, guys, I used to just listen to Neville all day because music wasn't helping me. Sad love songs would make me upset. You know what I mean? And most of the shit on the radio is sad. Any more things you want me to do on YouTube, guys? Tell me what you want me to create, because I'm going to create standalone content that's not on TikTok, not in the Facebook group, but just in the YouTube. What stuff do you guys want me to make? Tell me. Guys, don't react to 3D. Yes, I love that. Giving everything positive meaning and assuming the best was a lifesaver for me. Yes, guys, give everything excellent meaning, even if it looks like a shit show. Think of a reason why it's happening that's good. I remember you said, I'm top of the range, and you're like, what the hell does that even mean? No. I'm top of the range. And I was like, why did I say that? Top of the range. Sound like I was selling a fridge. Just came out my mouth at the end when I'd run out of pop. I will do a rampage though, guys. There is always movement, Loz. My SP and I talking now, small steps persist. Oh, Karen, really? Hooray. SP affirmations to play on loop, please. Okay, so I have got some SP affirmations I've written, and also Hannah, who's here all the time on the channel, who lives in Italy. She wrote me a whole lot, and I'm going to use hers as well. Now, I was going to do just them as little snippet ones, like maybe 7 minutes long or whatever, and I don't really recommend that people do them overnight, but I was thinking of doing a sleep affirmations, one of SP affirmations. Should I do that? One's for him, one's for her, 8 hours, because I know some of you will. Brittany's here. Loz, do a video on how you may not have thought someone would cheat on you, etc., but it's your self-concept, the creative, that makes sense. Oh God, I'll get a lot of hate on that video. Really, Brittany? You want people coming for me, Brittany? I listen to you and Kim all day long. I literally have healed my depression and anxiety. I cry tears of joy. Oh, Alexis, that's great. That's wonderful. Am I saying your name right? Alexis. Yes, I am. Loz, thank you for your help. My daughter is doing so much better with all the issues of bullying at school. Thank you. Love you. Oh, Catalina, is she? Hooray. Just keep affirming whatever you're affirming for her, darling. See her that way. Confident, happy at school. Yes, do that, please. What do you want me to do? About the cheating? Can you also do videos of you yelling at us? Like a small one, reminding us to get on our self-concept or something like that. Okay. The yelly ones. The new people will be like, what is this bitch yelling about? Who is this crazy bitch? Loz, do you ever think you'll become a therapist? I think you'll be a really good one. Oh, fuck no, darling. I don't want to go and actually do all the studies. Shit, no. And also, that's why I stopped the calls. I found doing those calls very taxing emotionally for me. I'll get off the calls after 6 calls a day and be like, I need to go and have a nap. Because I wasn't trained in not getting affected by it. That's one of the main reasons why I stopped doing them. But also other things other than SP, love your opinion on everything. Oh, okay. So videos on like money, lifestyle, other things. Friends of benefit to relationship, being enough, chosen affirmations, please. Okay, yep. You know I love you. Doesn't necessarily be cheating. Could be like friend issues or anything. Okay. I manifested my daughter. Oh, gorgeous. That was, did you? What do you mean? What happened? Hello, YouTube, mother of 3 kings here. Oh, JC Simpson, your mother of 3 kings. Oh, hello, darling. Hey, Loz, are there any other coaches that you really like? On YouTube, Sammy Ingram, Caleb at Pluto, his name's Pluto's Gate. Create Your Future is the absolute OG channel, and the coaches I would highly recommend on that channel are Arnie and Katie, especially Arnie, A-N-I. But they're all good, but I love Arnie. And Alexis is also great as well. Actually, they're all good, but I especially love Arnie. I just think she's like the top coach there. Just everything she says, I'm like, yep, tick, 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 tick. Who else? And Manifesting Kimberly, of course, and Kimberly's on YouTube, okay? Affirmation. I also discovered another guy recently called Manifesting Monster who talks Neville, and he's very good. Candace, Awaken the God Self. Oh, yes, Awaken the God Self. I forgot about her. Candice? She is pure Neville. Oh, and Joseph Ally. Candice and Joseph Ally, yes. Candice, Awaken the God Self. Divine Imagination by Joseph Ally, and also Joseph Rodriguez. He talks about Neville and a couple of other people. They're more like really the biblical stuff and the nitty-gritty of the actual texts, all those people. Although Candice kind of talks a bit more easily, like easier to understand. That's a lovely channel. Yeah. And also the I Am Love podcast, guys. Sorry, I burped. I'm drinking all that tea too quickly. Canadian is almost likely to come stay with me for 3 weeks in January, and then he is most likely moving to Iowa to get his dual citizenship. Oh, Brittany, really? Holy shit. Wowzers. The SP sleep affirmations, if you could do that, maybe a mix of self-concept and SP so it's not too SP. Yes, that's a good idea. I'll do self-concept with SP. Maybe I'll do that. Yes, that's an excellent idea because I always say to you guys, don't sleep with this SP one, so I'll mix them up. He loves me because I'm so, of course she adores me because I'm this. Yes, I'll do that. That's what I always tell you to do, but yes, that's what I'll do for the sleep affirmations. Excellent idea, darling. Thank you, Adelie. That's a great idea. I've been watching Joseph Ally after you mentioned him in your early TikTok lives, and I love him. Yeah, he's great. Do you think he's hot when he puts his hat on backwards? Did I tell you about that? He makes everyone think he's hot when he puts his hat on backwards. Loz, I'm finding my 3D so taxing today. Affirm through it, but I feel bad. I've lost the state. Guys, we lose the state all the time. You can't live in it all fucking day. Don't be thrown. It's fine. Okay. So get back on it tomorrow. Don't throw yourself out of the state and then be like, oh, well, it's all fucked. And throw the baby out with the bathwater and be like, oh, well, my life's gone to shit. I can't wait for your sleep affirmations. Might not even use mine anymore. Oh, look, guys, well, I'm going to make them very specific. So the first one I'm bringing out on Thursday is self-concept affirmations to be loved and adored. So it's I am so loved. I am adored by everyone. It's very general about that stuff, but it's about relationships, really. And there's only about 7 or 8 in each one. So I'm not going on and on and on like Dylan James. It's more repetitive. So you guys will have to tell me if the music's too much, okay? Because the music I put with it, because I'm not going to bother uploading it again. I can sleep through it, but you guys are going to have to tell me if there's too many notes and too much piano-y sound, or if you just prefer like that kind of. So when I bring it up on Thursday, let me know your thoughts on it, or whether it was easy to sleep through, whether you found it hard, whether you found the music distracting, whether you think my voice is loud enough or the music's too loud. Mhm. Friday would be mine and SP's 4-year anniversary. Instead of it being a sad day, I'm going to write him a letter about what's happened this year with me and give it to him when he's back. Happy day. Oh, look, just think how much you've grown in a year and tell him all of that, darling. Everything you've learned, the girl you've become, death to the old you. I've been questioning going to college for 3D design. Haven't signed up for any newsletters, but I keep getting emails from colleges. Really, darling. Google's reading your mind. Your email's reading your mind. Paint them. Paint them what? What are we talking about? Oh my God, the letter is such a cute idea. Yeah, that's lovely. I can't wait. Oh, I saw that one. I don't like where my SP is working. What affirmation is going to say to change her job? She doesn't work there anymore. She loves working on a new job. She loves her new job. Her new workplace is so amazing. She's so happy there. Just imagine she's in a new one. I told you, Loz, your yelling is what keeps us moving. God. The new people are just going to be like, because my introduction video, I was like, do I start yelling in the introduction video so people get used to it? Or am I like, hi? And then I realized when I watched it back, I'm like, hello, I'm Loz and da da da, with some really sweet music. And people are going to get a fucking rude awakening when they get on the lives. And I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Maybe I should have yelled in the channel trailer a little bit just to give them a warning. Loz, I took sexy pics from the fishbowl challenge. Want to send this to SP friends with benefits, but keep hearing you yell at me saying no more sending sexy pics, lol. I feel so good about myself, but self-concept is triggered by SP only. Don't be sending him sexy pics, darling. You don't need to. Let him send them to you and just be like, thank you for that dick pic. Hooray. Just because someone sends you a dick pic, guys, doesn't mean you have to oblige and send them one back. Send them one for every 10. You know what I mean? Don't give them a hidden library to look at. Friday, I saw that one. I like my men with lumberjack beards, lol, but Joseph is good looking still. Lumberjack beards, really? Jeez, I like a beard, but lumberjack beard's a bit much for me. Be yourself, Loz. Love all the yelling, it motivates me. Okay, guys. Jesus. What if you have multiple SPs and want attention, gifts, and consistent contact from all of them? Let's say that, darling. I have so many admirers. I have people coming out the woodwork admiring me. They're constantly gifting me. I've got so many sugar daddies. They love me so much. Say that, darling. I recorded a bunch of affirmations in audio loop, different categories, and a minute each. Last night, I was listening to body affirmations I did, feeling cute today because of it. Oh, that's lovely. What a great idea. I imagine SP watching your lives with me and hyping me up. Oh, that's a good thing to think, that you show them, be like, oh, there's this girl I was watching. It's like, what's this about? It's a great thing to think. Hang on, guys, I'm going down. When there's no music, like with Dylan James, I notice I get woken up because of the long pauses between the talking. Oh, really? There's silence and then there's noise. I think constant sound is best for sleep. Oh, I never thought of that. So when he leaves the gap, it wakes you up. Okay, because the tapes I've got aren't anything anyone's used before. Like, I don't think anyone's used this music that I've been using. It's from this special channel, this guy, this website, and he just does meditation music. He's got a really small following of people on Patreon, and I pay him every month on Patreon to get the music. And it's beautiful music, but it's not like the ones you've already heard, because I hear the same songs a lot on YouTube. So you guys just let me know if it's too music-y or there's too much noise. The next one I'll do, the one for the meditation for anxiety, it's got a lot less music in it. It's more kind of noise. So let me know if that kind of stuff's better. Yes, I agree with that statement. It wakes me up, no sound, then talking all of a sudden. I never thought of that. Oh, I find his fucking sleep affirmations ridiculous. They're too general and they just go on and on and on. He's saying too many in one go. He's saying like 30 or 40 in a row. Your brain's going to be like, I can't remember this shit. I know I'm asleep, dude. How much is this going to sink in? You crack me up. In your description, you should say, trigger warning, I do yell a lot. Yes, I probably should in capital letters, shouldn't I? And Brittany told me I should say, I don't do one-to-one coaching anymore because I keep saying in the lives. So if you want to call with me, people will be like, bitch, I'm writing to you. You're not writing back. Don't ever change, Loz. You're perfect just the way you are. Oh, thank you, darling. That is my affirmation. You just said it. I'm perfect just the way I am. Thank you. SP and I always compared. That's my main affirmation. SP and I always compared ourselves to enemies to lovers, couple. So now he's playing that out in real life. Well, fucking stop thinking that, darling. He's not your enemy. Hi, Loz. Childhood triggers healing meditation. Oh, yes, okay. But they'll have to be really specific. That's what the self-concept courses will be about, guys. They're really deep dives. So there'll be even deeper stuff for each one. But I can do some for YouTube as well. Sugar daddy the man, not the sugar daddy candy. Yes, the man. Wait, so if I record my own affirmations to loop, should it be less than 10 or should I do 50? Oh, look, I just think overnight, your brain's just not going to hear all those. It's going to be like, this is too much information. I think the repetitiveness is good. Sorry, guys, the garbage truck's outside. Can you do some sleep affirmations with a black screen? I watch mine on my TV and find some of them are too bright. Ah, yeah. I thought of that. You know what I did? I put these neon as the title, and then when it runs for 8 hours, the neon's the title. And I realized that the other night. I put it on my TV and I was like, wow, this is too bright. So the next one I do, I won't do it like that. Maybe I'll do the title and then I'll just run some stock imagery of really dark stuff or something. Because I don't want to wake anyone up. Because otherwise you have to flip your phone over and there's bright light shining out. Brittany did say that to me and I realized the neon's a bit much. Mm-hmm. So work in progress, guys. So you just give me feedback, okay, in each video or in the lives. I'm focusing on the two lovers part now. Good, darling. Guys, I realized a few days ago my nanny got married when I was young, and I think it's where my abandonment issue started. She lives with me since 2 months old. Oh, darling. And she went off and got married and just kind of left. Oh. Yeah, that happens. Especially if you've had a nanny who was like a mother figure to you. Absolutely, darling. I'm confused. 30 affirmations are too many. I thought you should do as many subconcept affirmations as you can. You can, guys, but when you're sleeping, is your brain really hearing all that? I don't know. I don't know the science behind it. I've no idea. Do 30 if you want. I don't say do 30 throughout the day. You can't remember 30. I say have 5 main ones and then do 30 if you're rampaging. We can't be like, guys, if you can remember 30, okay, great. But I don't mean people can remember 30 affirmations. Okay, so can I have all my 50 self-concept on a loop when I'm waking or something to repeat, but for sleeping just have a small number? Guys, I'm just bullshitting out my ass here. I don't know whether 50 is too much or 5's too many. Like, I'm just saying, I think for me, the Dylan James ones, there were too many, right? And they were too general. They weren't specific enough about one particular issue, right? Like being adored or being loved. Like that's what mine are. So that's why I've got a lot less because they're very specific. But guys, if you want to do 50 and sleep with them one night, fucking do that. I'm not in your brain. I love you, Lois. You're so dope. Oh, thanks, Amaryllis. I love your name. I like to mix up my affirmations so it feels more natural. Yes, do that, guys. Yeah, you change them a little bit if you need to. If they, rampage a bit and change the wording if you need to, just as long as it's on a theme. If you've always had bad subconcept, will it take longer for 3D to show newer subconcept? Does the old have to play out first? No, guys, don't have that belief that the old has to play out first. Don't even think that. No. Do what works best for you. We are limitless beings. You make the rules. Yes, guys, absolutely. You look amazing, stunning. Oh, thank you so much. Can you do self-concept for abandonment on a loop? I've been using my own recording overnight for confidence. Yes, okay. Abandonment. Yeah. I'm on it. I have a 6-minute affirmation recording I made myself and play it on loop some days at night. I notice I start looping some in my head naturally. Oh, do you, darling? That's great. Love it. All right, guys, I better go soon. I've been here for almost 2 hours. As long as they're not done in vain, right? Like Neville says, vain affirmations is this. I'm so loved, 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 I'm so loved. Like, you're not even thinking about them. That's vain affirming, okay? I just got here. No. Oh, no. Faith, I have so many questions, Lol. All of the men in my life, early childhood, abandoned, abused, betrayed me. Any affirmation suggestions? Oh, Jesus, darling. Okay. So where'd that come from? So from early childhood that happened. Okay. So if you got abused from early childhood, abandoned as a child early, if you got abandoned, say, was the first thing that happened, then you would be made to feel not good enough because someone abandoned you, wasn't there for you. Then you would start receiving poor treatment from people because you felt not good enough. Then it would result in abuse. Then you would have a cycle of abuse because that abuse became your self-concept, and then you just not attracted, but more and more abuse turned up in your reality because that's what you're familiar with. Your brain was familiar with that. Okay. And then it will just perpetuate until you change that thinking in your mind as an adult. Right? So things like this. My past does not define me. I am not the old me anymore. I am the new version of me now. Nothing from my past affects me anymore. I can trust the people I love with my heart now. I know now they are never going to hurt me. I've stepped into the state of the girl who knows that no one is going to hurt her. I expect everyone to treat me beautifully now, and they do. because I'm so this and so that, and then give yourself qualities with self-concept affirmations, because I'm so chosen, so loved, so wanted. No one would dare leave me. Those kind of things, darling. Thoughts on I am always loved forever and always affirmation. I have a very affectionate family, but to punish someone, they will strip any love and affection cold shoulder for weeks. Oh, okay. I'm always loved forever and always. We'll say that. That's a lovely one. I'm always loved forever and always. If that works for you, darling, use it. But just don't have that story about that family any dynamic anymore. No one does that anymore. No one punishes anyone anymore. I remember when they used to punish people by taking affection away. My family aren't like that anymore. My family are consistently loving with me now. Say things like that. Will this live save? Yes, I think it saves on YouTube straight after this. And I'll give it a thumbnail with my face here and then white writing saying YouTube Tuesday manifesting. And it'll be the number one. It's got white writing instead of pink writing. Thank you, Loz. Oh, you're welcome, guys. You have truly helped me and so many others. Oh, Molly, you're welcome, darling. Loz, I wish I had a hotline we could call a Loz line. That's hilarious. Press 1 for wanting to look on social media. Press 2 if you want to be yelled at. That'd be hilarious. Hang on. Thank you. You are so lovely, Loz. Truly showing you lives. Oh, thank you, darling. Wait until 11 p.m. What do you mean wait until 11 p.m.? What are you talking about? Oh, wait until 11. Oh, is that what time it is? God, I've been on here for 2 hours. I'm getting backache sitting here like this. Maybe I need to sit down on the floor next time. I was putting my watch hours up anyway, guys. We'll go live for long on here. Because I'm only a new channel. You need to get your watch hours up. And some people are probably discovering my lives and going, what is this bitch going on at the beginning? What is this? Because you know I don't have a like, hi, I'm Loz, and this is manifesting like intro. I'm just going, hi guys, hi. Oh, where's my tea? Oh, this thing happened today. People were like, what's this bitch on about? And they're probably just turning off. So that's probably happening to some people who've never heard of me before on the lives. They go, fuck is this bitch banging on about? 1900 Loz. What's this? 1900 what? Oh, subscribers? Really? Haha, SP just FaceTime me at work. He loves me so much. I literally just said he would and he did. Oh, love it, darling. Am I up to 1900 subscribers? Oh, I love that. Yes, maybe a cameo of you yelling. What's this? Maybe a cameo. What are you talking about? What, like at the hotline? You could use solfeggio tone music in the background of all your SP nighttime affirmations. Oh, how do I say that? Solfeggio. Solfeggio. That's a good idea. I'll look that up, darling. Haha, I would die for a cameo of Loz screaming my affirmations to me. Oh, Cameo the app. Brittany suggested that to me, didn't you, Brittany? And I probably haven't looked into it yet. Should I do Cameo, guys? Would that be helpful? You can have me screaming at you. You can tell me what you want me to say. Loving your YouTube channel. Love from Icy. Oh, this is Icy. Hi, darling. You called Master at Manifesting. That's great. Aha, I would die for a cameo. That's hilarious. I'll do cameos, guys. I'll look into it. Hang on, no more questions. What's this? In the sleep affirmations, can you include something about how it is safe/okay to let yourself have what you really want? Oh, that's wonderful. It is safe for me to have exactly what I want. It is safe for me to be loved and adored. It feels so good now. Yep. Loz line, yes. Loz line. Maybe that's what the cameo could be called, the Loz line. So fun to finally see you live, Loz. Oh, wonderful, darling. Until I can afford the course, I would pay for a little cameo for sure. Oh, good, darling. Yes, okay, I'll get the cameos out, I promise. SP reached out to me today. He saw a museum curator position, my dream career, on LinkedIn and sent it to me. Oh, that's lovely, darling. See, they're thinking of you. Sometimes I'll just do the most random shit. You think, oh, I don't really need this, but they're thinking of you. And that means they're like, oh, she'll be interested in this. They're thinking of you guys. You're on their mind. They're on my mind. I'm on their mind 24/7. My daughter's heard you're yelling, and they love it. Haha, they're amazing manifestors, by the way. Oh, wonderful. They heard my yelling. Correction, when I am hired at my new wonderful job, I will get that course. Yes, darling. Yes. Loz, my SP is from Germany, and now he's wanting to move to New York City, which is only 20 hours from me. I will count that as movement and good meaning. Yes, darling, absolutely. 20 hours is nothing. Well, it's closer than Germany. No, my lady, you well known. What's this? You well known. Oh, you mean on YouTube? Well, you guys are here, so that's good. It was easier to launch a YouTube channel when I already had the TikTok, I guess. Hang on, guys, scrolling up. What are some ways I could work on my self-concept to feel more relaxed and calm while feeling anxious? Okay, so I have on Monday, because my release dates are going to be Monday and Thursday for new content, and then obviously Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on your time zone when this live gets posted. So it'll be 3 new pieces of content a week. I will have an anxiety meditation on Monday. Okay, and it's really relaxing, and then there's a whole lot of affirmations at the end. But what you could say is things like, I don't let my fears run me anymore. I know it's just my imagination. I'm in full control of the feelings I feel. I control my mind now. I am so calm. I'm feeling so calm and relaxed now. I know how to soothe myself and make myself feel safe. There's some of the affirmations in that meditation. All right, darling? Listen to that when you're spiraling. Hang on. Yes, Loz, Kimberly's and manifesting Kimberly, the holy trinity of manifesting. Oh, thank you, darling. Yes, looking forward to that anxiety meditation. Yes, guys. SP called me my icy at a Zoom call and gave me a boost to manifest him, but this time I'll focus more on self-concept. Oh, here's icy. I love that, darling. So since my SP reached out but didn't pursue a relationship, is that my self-concept or old story? What could be wrong? So if they reached out not pursuing the relationship yet, darling, slowly catching monkey. You're expecting it all at once. Sometimes it takes time, guys. How long were you thinking the old thoughts? It could still be the old thoughts playing out. It could be you haven't changed the old story. It could be your self-concept hasn't changed. But either way, don't push it. Just expect it's here already with you, and it will show up any day now. You and Kimberly's is a gem. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you. You've helped me a lot. Oh, Paminda, how are you, darling? Thank you so much for just being here consistently and just helping everyone. Oh, you're welcome, guys. Well, look, I mean, I never really knew what I was going to do with these lives, and it just so happened that I was doing them all the time. And then when I started thinking about doing a YouTube, at first when you guys started saying to me, do a YouTube, at first it was like the most daunting prospect, because I was like, I don't have the time for making new content. And then I thought, hang on, I've got all these live videos that are only in the Facebook group, and so many people aren't on Facebook. I'll just add them to YouTube. So now it's actually worked out that me doing this content, it only dawned on me the other week when I started uploading them, that doing this content is content. Doing the lives is content for me. So I've got over 400 hours of content that I can post to YouTube. So actually, you guys have helped me out by being on the lives. You've given me content to then post on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? So it's all worked out in the end. Well, all the time I spent on the lives, you know what I mean? Any more questions, guys? It's almost time to log off. I've got 9 more minutes. Any more questions? How do I get rid of the assumption that it's going to take a long time for SP to come back? Stop saying that. I haven't yelled very much on this live. Stop saying that. Darling, just banish that idea from your mind completely. It's not going to take a long time. He's back already. How can it be taking a long time if he's back already? It's a tautology. You just contradicted yourself. He's back already, but it's taking a long time to come back. Your brain's like, what, bitch? I thought he was back. What? Now it's taking a long time for him to come back? We're fucking confused. We're not going to manifest anything for you because we're confused as hell. He's here already. That's the point. Think that only and banish that fucking other thought. Loz, oh my God, SP just texted me right now saying everything. I manifested. She's helping. Really? I love it when you get SP texts on the live, guys. I love it. Good night, lovely Loz. I'm in Texas, USA. Got to put my meditation on before bed. Oh, darling, it's very late there. Can you explain what you mean to do rampage affirmations? I'm so special. I'm so loved. Who wouldn't love me? I'm the motherfucking shit. I'm the greatest. I'm the best. Do your Muhammad Ali up yourself. You know what I mean? Like he'd be like, I am the greatest. I'm the blah before he'd get in the boxing room with people. It's like going hardcore on how great you are. Sorry, I'm choking on tea. Loz, why isn't the silence talked about more? Neville always ended his lecture with, now let us go into silence. I feel that's the key that opens the door to manifesting being still and knowing that I am. Well, yes. I don't do that at the end of my lives because I think that would be weird if I just sat and went, now let's all just visualize for 2 minutes. Everyone would be like, the fuck's happening? I mean, I suppose we could do that like Neville did at the end of all his lectures. So at the end of all of Neville's lectures, guys, he would say, and now let us go into the silence. And it would be this big long pause, and then eventually we'd go, are there any questions, please? Okay, right. And then he would allow questions. So the reason why I don't do that on the lives is because it'd be a bit weird. But being still and knowing that I am is stepping to the state of your God state. Like everything I want manifests. Everything I am is going to manifest if I fully believe it to be true, right? that anything is possible to me because I am God. With God, all things are possible. That's why Oprah is so successful. She constantly believes and has this dominant assumption in her life that with God, all things are possible, and she believes she's God. Therefore, anything is possible to her, right? That is being still and knowing that she is. She doesn't really need to affirm. She doesn't need to really maniacally visualize. She just assumes, she has this constant assumption that with God, all things are possible. Therefore, for her, anything is possible and no one can say no to her and everything's going to work out in her favor because it's all possible, right? Which is why she says she's a masterful manifester, because that's her dominant I am assumption. I am God and all things are possible to him who believes. All things are possible to God. So I could say that more and more, Doug. I forget to say it. I guess it's because a lot of the time I'm talking about the things you could actively do. But if I just got on lives and said, just be in the state of I am God, bye, I think a lot of people would be like, what's this bitch on about? You know what I mean? But look, getting into the state of stillness and just assuming that everything's working out for you is absolutely the way to go. Could you assume someone coming in at the end of your life and just you sitting there? And it's just you. Could you imagine someone coming in at the end of your life and it's just you sitting there? What do you mean? I don't understand that, Jessica. I don't get it. What do you mean? Yeah, YouTube live suits you too. Oh, wonderful, darling. Thank you. Is that what you meant, Brandon, when you asked that question? What I was banging on about just then? Are you going to do 2 lives YouTube like you do on Facebook, or just one? Just one, guys. Otherwise, YouTube Tuesday is very confusing because the next day it's Wednesday, and because it's technically Wednesday for Australians now. So if I say YouTube, unless I do YouTube Tuesday at the beginning of Tuesday for the Australians, and I do YouTube Tuesday in the morning Australian time, for the Brits, it would be the night before. So it'd be Monday. I don't think so. I think I'll just do one. So the Europeans and the Brits are really going to miss out on this live. How many people here? 133. Can't wait for sleep meditation. Yes. The more platforms you're on, the more people you're helping. Oh, that's lovely to say. Thank you, Pam. How did you go from the state of listening to Neville's content to being in the state of helping others? It was accidental, actually, darling. It wasn't an intentional thing. I didn't set this up intentionally. It wasn't like I went, this is my goal in life. And that, although I have been told by 2 psychics that this was what I was going to be doing, and I didn't believe them. Not exactly. They didn't go, you're going to be on YouTube Live. They said, you will help millions of people. Women, especially, they said women. Or to one psychic, my SP's psychic said women, and the girl I went to said people. And I was like, the fuck? But it was accidental, darling. I fell into this, and sometimes I think they're the best things to do, I guess. Yay, Loz on YouTube. Oh, Christina, darling, how are you? Here it's Tuesday in South America. Yes, okay, so anywhere American is Tuesday. That's why YouTube Tuesday would be very confusing. If I did it later today for the Australians, it'll be Wednesday. So I'd have to do it. Let me think about the time. Then I could give the Brits a YouTube Tuesday, I guess, instead of doing YouTube. So then I would have no TikTok on Tuesdays ever and no TikTok on Fridays ever, except on a Friday morning for Australians. Because Facebook Friday for Australians is actually Saturday morning. It's very confusing. Have a good night, beautiful Oz. Oh, everyone's going to bed. I've been on here far too long. Faithful, I was thinking about that the other day. If you believe in the God, Jesus, Buddha, and you believe in the power of prayer and miracle, doesn't it make it real? You've manifested that your prayers work? Absolutely. Absolutely. Loz, I see a lot of things relating to what I'm manifesting, and I see things relating to my manifesting, but I've had a reactive state. Any advice I can do to get out of this? I keep reflecting or reacting. Okay, darling, look. When you react, just stop yourself for a second. Think, why am I reacting to this? What is my self-concept shit going on here that's making me react to this? What is the deep core shit that's making me react? Really question yourself. Like, stop yourself in the moment if you absolutely can. Okay? And just affirm like a bitch in those moments. And remove yourself from anything that's triggering you, darling. Taking a moment of silence. Yes, we could do that at the end of every live, guys. It'd be very weird. Hang on, guys. Loz, why isn't the silent talked about more? I saw that one. Oh, it wasn't Brandon that asked that. It was Jeff. Jeff, did I answer that question, or was I banging on and not really making sense? Is that what you meant, darling? You seriously changed my world. I was almost a year ago that I almost took my own life. Oh, really, Alexis? Jesus. My friend at work showed me TikTok and you showed up on my page and I loved your hardcore yelling. Oh, that's beautiful, darling. I'm so thrilled. Oh, that makes me very happy. Gigi, oh my God, did you say Muhammad Ali? I do them that way too. Love it, Loz. Getting evidence like a motherfucker. Yes, guys, think about the way he used to go. I'm the greatest. I'm the this. And no one ever thought, God, he's a bit fucking up himself, isn't he? They all went, yeah, he's the greatest. Sports people can do it all the time, but anyone else doing it looks like a dick, apparently. Why can't we Muhammad Ali up ourselves? Mm-hmm. Conor McGregor does it. Look at Conor McGregor going on and on and on at all his like meets before his fights. He acts like a lunatic. Like they clearly have good self-concept, but they still stuck, if that makes any sense. What is your question? Can you explain something that has been hanging in the back of my mind? So when you see someone who has such a big head but is constantly embarrassing themselves, like they clearly have good self-concept, but they still suck, if that makes any sense. Or they don't care about embarrassing themselves. My dad embarrasses himself a lot and he's got like zero self-awareness. So he just doesn't care that he's embarrassed himself. He loves the attention. He doesn't care what the attention is as long as it's attention. That make any sense? That sounds really mean, but so he may not, the person you're talking about who thinks they suck may not have even been assuming they suck. They thought, oh, great, I'm getting attention. Make sense? I don't really understand the question, darling. Write that again. Thank you so much, Loz. Good night. I'm glad to see you on YouTube. Oh, Erin, everyone's got to bed. I added an affirmation, which is men always come back. And I had this dream, my old fling being nice and flirty towards me, laugh my ass off, feels good to boost self-concept. Yes, say that, darling. That's wonderful. You said get your shit together and change your thinking. It's all you. It took me for a sec for it to fully click, and some days aren't perfect, but I just go hard on those days and listen to you and Kim. Oh, wonderful, darling. Hooray, Alexis. That's wonderful. That's a great story, darling. I'm so thrilled for you. Guys, I'm scrolling down. You're impacting us all. Oh, thank you, darling. I'm still like this. I'm still here. I know, guys. I'm still here. I love this live. It's less busy than TikTok, and I don't feel like I'm fighting to get my comments seen. Oh, the comments aren't moving as quickly. It's much easier for me to read. Shit, this is much easier for me to read the comments. I can't tell you. Like, normally I'm like, they flick so fast. Is the safe affirmations good for when you don't feel right having something good in your life? Yes, you can do that. I feel safe doing this. I feel safe having that. Yes, do that, darling, if it helps you. Your morning meditation helps me. Haha. I sat here smiling after my visualization I had. Oh, that's lovely, guys. That's the point. You're meant to be living in the end. Oh, I feel so good now. That's great. I don't think you realize the amount of people you have helped, inspired, and touched their lives. You're amazing. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you, guys. I like the schedule, the way you have it now. I'm in the US and love ending my evenings watching your lives. Oh, good, Brandon. Cindy, how can we just affirm that we are already together with SP, but at the same time affirming they aren't ignoring you? Well, then stop saying they aren't ignoring you. That's throwing you then. Darling, if that's throwing you, don't say they aren't ignoring me. They're constantly giving me attention. Just say we're married. We're boyfriend, girlfriend. We have such a beautiful life together. That's contradicting yourself. You're saying he's not ignoring me. Connie's here. I'm in no contact due to not agreeing on the level of commitment. I've been doing all self-concept work and have a ton of other people coming forward, but my SP, what, Connie? I'm in no contact due to not agreeing to the level of commitment. Oh, fuck, darling. You've watched me before and you're not agreeing to the level. I don't agree to this level of commitment. It's a business transaction. You're not coming incorrect. I'm annoyed with you. I'm going no contact with you. I don't agree with that, darling. I just think that's manipulation. Why are you doing that? You're trying to make them suffer in their jocks. So they go, oh, okay, I'll give you the level of commitment that you need, even though the reason I'm not giving you the level of commitment that you want is because I'm reacting to your feeling of not being wanted or chosen or not being good enough or that the people abandon you. I don't know why I'm not committing to you. I just know I don't feel like it because I'm just getting all these fucking energy and thoughts from you that you aren't lovable and you aren't wanted and you get abandoned. Connie, doing things in 3D like going no contact because you didn't get the level of commitment isn't going to do shit, darling. If you haven't changed your I get abandoned, people reject me, I'm not good enough, I never get the love I need shit going on in your mind. That's why he's not committing to you. Got it? God damn it. It's like you never listened to me in your whole life. And I'm pretty sure you've been on my TikToks. Will you be releasing longer meditations? Where is this? I missed it. Where is that one? Greetings in Budapest. Oh, I've been there. What a lovely place it is. I love this live. Yes, less busy. I love that. How can we just affirm that we're already together with SP? I saw that one. I'm persisting with my new story with SP. I know it will come in due time. Wonderful, Anna. Connie, did you get what I mean? I'm always up around this time, so I don't mind you being on this long. Oh, really, Brenda? Sarah, since I've started affirming more for my SP, now my self-concept is high and I feel good about myself. I've started seeing more things relating, oh, it's just jumped to him. And this is Birdsville Land. I know it's going to happen. Wonderful, Sarah. Hooray. Love it. Plus, I keep seeing things like quotes reflecting my thoughts, and it's helping me keep persisting. I'm having a reflective state and it's driving me mad. Oh. And it's helping me keep persisting. I'm just having a reflective state. Okay, well, forget about the reflective state, darling. Just do with the other crap you've been doing that's working. Yes, I did. Okay, Connie, got that? So not contacting them and all this shit isn't going to do anything. It's not going to change self-concept. I'm changing my belief that men only want a bond with me instead of a relationship. So I've been saying, what have you been saying, Brenna? Wait, how long are these lives? I don't want to miss it, but I need to hop off. Guys, I've been on here for 2 hours and 5 minutes. I'll be off soon. Normally they go for an hour, guys, or half an hour. They never go this long. Although there is a 2 hour and 55-minute marathon, Valentine's Day marathon that I did, and a 2 hour and 20-minute one in the early lives because people wouldn't let me leave. Cake Lover, they automatically post to the channel after. Do they, Brittany? Is that what happens? I don't know. Okay. This will post to my channel after, guys. And make sure you've actually subscribed, guys, and put that notification bell on. I promise you, the shorts won't be notified to you. So I'll be adding a lot of shorts. So don't worry, you're not going to get like notifications every day for fucking shorts you've already seen on TikTok. But you might get notifications of the lives you've already seen, unfortunately, if you put notification bell on. But you definitely will get the new content notifications too. I do a 24-hour marathon at some point. Yeah, do a 24-hour marathon. Oh, God, but that won't save. Only 12-hour lives save, under 12 hours. I'd have to do 12 hours and have a break and then do another 12 hours. That'd be so funny. We could just do a marathon of like, we have lunch, we talk, we come back, we go to the toilet. I could get people on live. Maybe we could do like one where people, you can't come on the live, can you, when you're on TikTok? Can people come on and get interviewed and things? Don't think you can. Not like TikTok. Hadley Smith, sorry if too personal, but I've been watching your old lives and not caught up on 32. You don't have to answer. Oh, no, I don't really want to talk about my stuff, guys, anymore. I talked about my personal stuff a lot in the very early lives. And when I watch them back now, I don't like it. It's like far too personal. So I don't really talk about it anymore. Because it's like my entire life exposed on the internet. I never anticipated anyone will be watching this shit back. You know what I mean? Guys, if you don't feel in the state of the wish fulfilled often, but still persist with my affirmation despite this. What's this? Loz, if I don't feel in the state of the wish fulfilled often, but still persist with my affirmation despite this, that's fine. Yes, guys, you may not feel in the state of the wish fulfilled at all ever. Don't beat yourself up, just affirm, okay? Have tea, we pee, let's do it. When you watch the videos, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button every time. Oh, yes, that's a good idea. Thank you, darling. Sarah, it's someone that used to work with a few years ago who's now single and keeps begging me to meet him. What's this, Sarah? I missed it. Where's the beginning of this? I also think I have a second SP now, Loz. Oh, really, Sarah? Love it. Someone on Instagram called me toxic because I joked on a comment thread, and I'm like, okay, learn to joke, you sour trout. Don't worry about it, John. I'm the most lovable girl. I'm girlfriend material. I'm always chosen and wanted. Anything else? Oh, that's good. That's wonderful, darling. Use those, Brenna. That's beautiful. Hang on, guys. Any more? Otherwise, I'm really going to go because I've honestly been on here for so long. I'm the most lovable girl. I'm girlfriend material. I love that. When you watch the videos, don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, love these lives. You are a manifesting queen. Oh, thank you, dear Diva. All right, guys. What, Loz, can you also do what, Rosie? What are you saying? Can I also do what? So I've soaked in all your suggestions, guys. I'll watch this back so I can write them down, the things you told me to do. Affirmations of friends with benefits situation. Ah, that's a good one. Affirmations of friends with benefits. Yes, absolutely. I'll do that too. All right, guys. I'm going to go. It's 2 hours and 8 minutes. I think I've been on here quite long enough. So, guys, make sure you subscribe, okay? Put the notification bell on. I promise I won't put the notifications on for shorts, but you might get live replay notifications. Sorry about that if you've already seen them. But they will be easier to watch on here than in the Facebook group. And I will be live again next Tuesday, same time on YouTube, but TikTok every other time and Facebook Friday. And I'll be adding the sleep affirmations tape tomorrow to YouTube, and then more lives as the week goes on, and then the anxiety meditation on Monday to YouTube. All right, guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming over to YouTube from TikTok. Thanks all. Good night. Yeah, that was fun. Yes, it was lovely, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for existing. Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks, Brittany. Thanks, Gigi. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Barbara. Thanks, Brianna. All right, guys. I'll see you later. I'll see you on TikTok, and I'll see you on here soon. Bye, guys. See ya. I don't know what to do. I think I press end stream. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it gets posted to the page. We'll see.